Lincoln.
Come on, it's 6 o'clock. Rise and shine, rise and shine.
It's time for Early Break, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's Jake Sorensen.
Did seem kind of meh.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
Surprisingly good.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
I want to buy a couple ducks. I'm bringing 2 ducks to the office.
This is Early Break.
Okay, get your headphones on.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Lots to get to today. Just nice to have the three-legged stool back for 2 days in a row. Full week off. We had it back yesterday. It was nice. We're all back again today.
Yeah, we're all back.
We're flying Hawaiian.
We won't have a full week, though. You're gone Friday, right?
Yeah, gone Friday.
Yes, we have 4 days of three-legged stool and back to the two-legged stool on
Well, I tell you one, that's quite a lifestyle you got. It's interesting. We know that he's going to be gone because last time that was not made. There's no awareness.
He's gone for like 3 days this time, including the weekend. So 1 day of work, but the full week,
Full week, and also didn't tell us.
I knew for about 2.5 weeks. I assumed he had told
I don't
you.
want to get into this. Let's talk about Memphis. We're going to Memphis. Going to Memphis on Thursday after the show.
Yes.
Right after. So that's that.
Looking forward to that.
I haven't really settled in.
Basically, I like basically.
Yeah, I haven't.
Memphis is easy to get to. A lot of direct flights out of Lincoln.
We're driving.
Are you driving?
Yeah.
What's the
It's
drive
not
time?
a bad drive. Yeah.
10 hours.
Yeah.
Looked at the weather. It's fine.
Okay.
50s.
You've had some problems with weather trips.
Yeah.
In the winter, going to Denver, right?
Yeah, we had a big problem.
You got stuck in North Platte, right?
Yeah, we did. We got stranded.
This is a couple years ago.
Couldn't
make it back.
But this one, I looked at the weather. It's 40s and 50s and 60s, so it shouldn't be a problem.
You're fine.
I'm not driving anyway, so Dominic's the driver.
Dominic's driving. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, they don't let me. Nobody lets me drive anymore. Nobody.
Yeah, Sean won't allow it, correct?
Nobody lets me drive. I mean,
it's kind of an indictment.
Was there one
yeah.
incident that caused this to just be canceled for everybody going forward for you?
No, it's
that
just
you remember.
I think
several events.
You know how I am, like scattered, and that's the way I drive.
Yeah.
But look I'm here. I always tell people I'm here.
Yeah.
My truck has no dents on it.
Yeah.
I drive a Harley. I'm not dead.
Yeah. I agree with all those things.
Yeah. So how bad must it be? Now the old truck I had, the Silverado, was all banged. I used to hit a lot of stuff. Yeah. I would hit the poles in the parking garage at the Journal Star.
I wish I could see that.
Yeah, I hit the poles so hard I'd get out. And Silverados are incredible. I'd hit those poles sometimes so hard I'd be like, boom! And I'd be like, oh God, here we go.
This one.
Yeah, this is the one. I get out and watch. Nothing. Little yellow on the bumper.
Yeah,
That's not too bad.
It's fixable.
One time though, I was in Trix's car and I backed out of the garage and it just square into the side of my truck. Just square. Boom! and then the house in Havelock that they redid. Jake, come on, you're good at this stuff. They have that. They had the show. Where they remodeled.
I don't think I ever saw the house. I know that it was in that area.
You know that show?
Yeah,
you remember it? The grandkids lived over in Havelock at that point, right across the street from the Fixer Upper, and I had a bunch of the grandkids in my truck. Same thing.
Hey.
Car parked in the street, backed up, boom! I mean, it was a boom. It was, and I was like, oh God. So I went up, knocked on the door, told them, and it was the oddest thing. They said, "Don't worry about it."
What?
They said, "Don't worry about it." I said, "I just crashed in this. I just literally.
You can't open your car door.
I just crashed the side of your car in. It's caved in."
Yeah.
And they said, "No, don't worry about it."
What?
Yeah, it was amazing.
What was going on at that house? It sounds like they did not want the police to stop over.
Yeah,
some sort of a.
I didn't ask any questions.
All right, if you say so, you insist.
As I did. I mean, I said, "Are you sure?"
Well, the interesting part about the backup, because today, this has happened to me for like 2 or 3 days now, and I finally got back and cleaned it off. The change in the world with the rear view cam. Yeah. The change of the world of the rear. Because I will tell you this right now, I don't even look in a rear view mirror. Don't even look at one. I back out and I just watch it on TV.
That screen.
But the last like 4 or 5 days of this kind of weather, your camera gets all crap on it.
Crap
Yep.
on.
And so you're going
gotta
like,
watch.
I can't see, and then you start backing out blindly. You just risk it.
Just turn your head.
You just turn your I just risk it. I risk it. I do. I'm like, I have an idea. So if somebody puts a surprise something behind me, I'm going to hit it. There's no doubt. So
a surprise.
So the day before came in to see Jake early this morning, me and Jake were here. I cleaned off the the camera on the back. But talk about better times. These are better times.
They are
better times
driving,
with rear view cameras.
I've noticed that.
It's better times.
What I do is I'll turn around and look, and anybody I drive with says, you don't have to turn around. Look, you got your camera right there.
I use the camera.
Yeah,
I
see,
do. I'm
look.
very mesmerized.
The
by
camera's
the camera.
reliable.
Yeah,
Gotta,
it is.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
Got the red line, right?
You got to
It's got
wipe
the
it
line.
Cross that red line.
There's nothing better than when you're like backing up and it shows you kind of the angle that you're at and what it's going to take you.
You like that?
That's pretty incredible. And
Now,
so,
this would be bad if you were backing up with a rear view camera and we're hitting posts. You're
yes.
saying
Well, I
there's
wasn't
no
back.
camera.
There wasn't always backups. I mean, I'm not talking about backups all the time. I just take a bad turn. You know.
Wish we could like just watch him drive.
I would
sometime.
love-
I've told you this
Track
story.
him home from today.
My office at the Journal-Star was right next to a conference room, and this is no exaggeration. We had gone to that Wyoming game, and I had to drive part of it. And Darnell Dixon was the sports editor, and I could hear what was going on usually in the conference room because the walls weren't very good. And there was a whole conference about my driving. And I was just like listening. I'm like, oh, really?
I'm right here.
Yeah.
I'm right here.
Over here.
Yeah.
Oh, we
It
know
was-
you're there.
Darnell
We know.
spent half the meeting talking about how bad it was and how he felt like his life was in peril. And I was like, geez. I mean, I was chewing sunflower seeds and I had them in my lap and I had a pop and I was, there's all that. It was, but I was like, Darnell, you never told me this stuff. You're talking to the managers about it. So they never let me drive.
Well, less stress than you then. He's good chill.
Yeah, that helps. You're right. I mean,
I couldn't handle that. I have to drive. I'm not a good passenger. I don't feel comfortable on the other side.
you
I'm
don't?
like, no, I don't feel comfortable. I can't
I've grown to.
I'm not gonna relax. I'm not gonna grab a pillow and get a little shut eye. I'm not doing
Pillow.
that. Yeah. So I like to be in control.
Well,
yes.
Sip has told us that he is exceptional at falling asleep on airplanes.
I hit the plane, I go right to sleep.
How about in the car, in the passenger seat
Oh,
or the
yeah.
back seat?
Yeah.
Same
Yeah,
thing?
shut eye.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're a
Yeah.
lucky man.
Yeah, shut eye.
I
Right
wish I could do that. I did. I used to fall asleep on a plane. Now I can't.
Really?
Now I can't.
I just go right to sleep.
Yeah. I've been on recruiting trips. I've been had to be shaken to be woken up. Well, and the plane's landed.
Really?
You're just knocked out. You're just you're on no sleep.
Oh.
All of a sudden, excuse me, sir. And the plane's
Ooh.
empty.
That's-
They've landed a plane. They've landed a plane while you're asleep, and they have no idea.
That's never happened.
Yeah,
That's
I've had that happen.
serious.
That was several times. Now it doesn't really happen at all.
That's serious
Yeah.
fatigue.
It was fun though. Really, I'm thinking about it though. The trip went great. You wake up, you're like, oh wow,
Oh, we're already done?
pretty
That's
refreshed.
sweet. Awesome.
That was pretty quick right there.
Yeah, it's like one of those naps where you wake up and you
Yes.
don't even know what day it is. Those are the best
Yeah.
ever. Like, whoa, what happened? Where am I?
You get that.
It's dark out
that
now.
happens
How'd that
to you a lot in recruiting. When you wake up, not sure where you're at, not sure what city you're in with what's going on. You're basically in a hotel, and they're all the same.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so it is kind of. I've done the old wake up. It's kind of later going. Got to put myself together here.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
where
think
am
I'm
I
in
at?
Alabama right now.
Okay,
Where
I'm in
am
Memphis.
I?
I'm in Memphis.
I'm in
I'm in
Memphis.
Wow.
wherever.
You got to start piecing it together.
Piecing it together.
Yeah.
How did I get here? How long have I been here for?
God, that
Where am I
sounds-
going now?
Sounds
Yes.
beautiful. That sounds beautiful.
You know, today's a big day.
It is?
for Idle Chit Chat. It is.
Tuesday.
Well, today is
Help us.
Today, Sip, is January 23rd, 2024. The Breakers informed us last week when you were gone. They did Josh did research. Breakers confirmed that January 23rd, 2023 is the first time that Bill came in studio with
I
us.
did not know that.
This is a full year
Full year.
of Bill on early break.
Wait. Really?
Yeah. Apparently, it was January 23rd of last year, and now it's 2024.
I thought it was later in the year.
No, it was January. It was for sure January.
Yeah, that surprised me. I thought it was February. I did.
Nope. Because you were here for Groundhog Day for several,
It's true.
for at least a week
Yes.
or two.
When's Groundhog Day?
Yeah.
February 2nd.
February 2nd.
Yeah.
Okay.
So congratulations, Bill's been for a full year. How
Thank
about
you,
that? How about that?
Breakers.
A full year of Bill
full
on
year.
early break.
it
yes.
worked.
It worked out.
And it's
The place didn't burn
still
down.
early break with Sip and Jake.
No, it's not. What's it called?
The
What are we calling it?
Sip, Jake, and Bill, Coach Busch.
Yeah.
Is it?
It's on the open. Listen,
Yeah.
it's on the open. You hear it on the open every day.
Yeah, it was fixed.
It's been fixed.
Took Took a while.
Things take
I
a
was just
while
a guess.
sometimes.
January 23rd. This is monumental.
I was just a
This
guess.
is a year.
Okay, we got to have a good show.
One full year of Bill. on
Thank
Early
you to
Break.
the Breakers for
About
allowing
that.
me to be on, and to Steve Sipple, award-winning
Award-winning.
Steve
Stop,
Sipple.
we're not going to do this.
Yes, we are.
Nope.
Yes, we are. And Jake Sorensen for having me on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just came in.
We are. It is our pleasure.
I just came on to be a guest one day, then never left. Never left. That's kind of
There
odd.
was I had a grand plan.
It's a little odd to have someone come in for a guest, and all of a sudden it's like
He's still
he's
here.
been here
Keep going.
every
He's been
day.
here for a
Just keep
full
coming.
year.
Let's see how it goes.
See how it goes
Every
for-
day.
Well, come in tomorrow.
Well, come in tomorrow.
Do it again.
Come in tomorrow. I don't know. Stop back in. Next thing there's segments. There's Bill's Thrills. There's like all this stuff
Just
even happening.
evolve organically.
We think
Yeah.
he'll be here, so we'll just put it in the show. Bill's Thrills. Yeah, why not? People
throw
said
throw that in there.
the term has been happy Billiversary on the text
A
line.
Billiversary.
Billitology.
Oh, gee,
Billiversary.
I like Bill Versary.
Who came up with that one?
We got
Okay.
Sean in Omaha and
Yeah.
Joe. Back-to-back texts
Back to
posted
back.
happy Billiversary.
Happy Bill Versary. January 23rd. We have to remember this date.
Yeah, it's
Josh,
incredible.
Josh
Yeah.
has it marked down over there.
All right, good
You
job,
made it, bro.
Josh.
So
I'm going to stop and get a pecan pie and celebrate.
Yeah, you should do something.
do something for myself.
Yeah. Do
Laura, are
do,
you okay with that?
do something out of the ordinary,
That's what I'm thinking. I'll stop at Village
or
Inn.
maybe get a dilly bar.
God, Dilly Bar would be so good. Yes. Butterscotch is what I'd get.
Yeah, I know you do. I go with cherry. You go with
Yeah,
butterscotch,
yeah.
and I like the butterscotch too. I do.
I'd go butterscotch. I don't
Would you?
cherry. I'm not.
Cherry
I
doesn't
don't
do
like
that.
fruit
Doesn't
ice
work for
cream.
me. No, it doesn't do anything.
It works for me. Trust me.
Butterscotch is exceptional.
Butterscotch is exceptional.
The chocolate's kind of.
I like chocolate. I go chocolate.
I tell you, I have
You
one
can
more.
get chocolate.
I have one more thing I hate.
I don't chit chat?
I think this is probably free advertisement. Why not? I have a problem with my phone.
Oh, yeah.
Where'd I go?
I bet you went to computer hardware.
Yes, I did.
You saw
Yes,
Trip?
I did.
You saw
What'd you
Trip?
Yeah, and I name dropped too. And I went in. I was there. Hey, can I help you? I go, yeah. Is Trip in? I don't know. He might be in the back. I go, you tell him that the ticket's here. And he came right out. Came right out. Popped out.
Did he really?
Appeared out of nowhere.
Did he
And
really?
yes, and he showed me. It's remarkable what you don't know about your phone. He started showing me stuff. I was like, oh my Lord. It was incredible. Then my phone was having trouble charging. He went through the whole deal, cleaned it, and then told me the why, new cord, all this stuff. Everything's working fine.
So it's charging slowly.
It wasn't for a while. I couldn't charge at all.
Ooh.
That's a bad
That's
deal.
a bad feeling.
Yeah, when you're driving in your car and
Ooh.
you're like, it doesn't charge at all.
Ooh.
Then Trip walked me through it. I got a new cord which solved all problems. I didn't realize the difference.
There's the cord
The cord
and
didn't
the
realize
cleanliness
in the chute
in the portal.
in the portal.
Yeah.
Yes, in the portal.
So,
So
wouldn't you call this a portal?
yes,
A port.
so
Port.
so
It's a port.
Triptastic.
It's a port.
Yes. So we're trying to get our Taco Inn thing set up.
It is
Yeah.
amazing
Yeah.
what you learn on it. From one of the grandkids showed me yesterday how to retrieve a message. It was, I mean, like she literally did it upside down on my phone.
Yeah.
I said I killed that message. She goes, "Well, just go get it. You can retrieve it." I'm like, "What?"
Yeah.
There's a retrieve function. It's really.
Yeah.
Do you know what it
a
is?
retrieve function?
Do you know what it is?
Like you thought you deleted the message, or you're trying?
I
to
did
find an
delete the
old-
message. You can find old messages.
Oh, I didn't know that.
If you have a message
that's
from
news to me.
Yeah.
Gigi,
Yeah.
That
you can
deleted?
go. There was like 247 messages from this person. You can see them all.
I
True
just,
story.
I just figured
Yeah, I'll
out
show you when. I'll
You
show you
deleted the message.
Yeah, and then I went back and got
Okay.
it.
when I didn't know until like about this is archaic. To like 2 months ago, I'd be like, okay, I want to. There's something. Someone texts me something. I want to be able to read it. Old text, right? And so to get it, I would go to text them and then just like
Yep.
send like, "How are you?" So it
You
could pop
scroll
back
up?
up. So it could pop back up. And then it's like, just search it, Bill.
Yep.
Just put it up top. Just type in the name.
Oh God!
Oh.
Good God!
That's a
Okay.
random text. Why you text me?
Oh,
I
yeah,
just
yeah.
wanted to.
Old, getting
No,
old is really hard.
But it really wasn't so much that I had to do that. It was, like I said, is that I wanted to. Anyway, it was just I didn't know how to do it well enough. Now I'm like very savvy to that. Savvy.
He's
It's
savvy.
hard. It's hard getting
He's
old.
got it figured out
Yeah.
over there. Got to
You
figure it
see,
out.
these young guys are just looking at us like,
I'm not good with my phone.
I'm glad with where I'm at with my phone. That does not bother me one bit. Any
Me
of those
neither.
things that you don't understand how to do this, no, I don't care
I'm
about
going
that.
backward.
Yeah, I'm happy to go backwards.
It's okay.
Pumped
Yeah.
about that.
I feel like
I
I'm
don't
going
know,
backwards too.
Okay. All right.
my
There's
phone.
idle chit chat.
I got a couple more things. But
Oh,
this
go.
is actually sports related though. I get some
Sports.
There was some news last night in the NBA. We don't talk NBA ever, right? Ever.
What? I'm interested in this.
Joel Embiid had 70 points last night
Whoa.
against the Spurs. 70.
Against the Spurs, against Wembanyama?
Wembanyama, yeah.
Wembanyama?
Yeah, the 7'4" guy.
Took him to town?
70 points for Joel Embiid
That's
last night.
remarkable. The big man. The big man who for a lot of last year was regarded as the MVP.
Yep.
and then the Jokic thing popped up. But a lot of the time, I remember me and Alex would have pretty good fights about it because I was pro Embiid. I was pro Embiid.
He was not.
Because I would always take Embiid over Jokic. I still would.
Okay.
I still would.
Who won it last year? Jokic. Didn't win it.
Jokic.
And Jokic won the finals
won
last year.
No, he won the MVP of the league.
Are you sure?
100. Josh, look it up.
Pretty sure.
Who the hell else would it have been?
I don't
think
think I don't think he won it last year. I think he won it 2 years in a row. He'd already won it.
No, he won it last year.
Didn't he win it back-to-back years?
Yeah, he won it last year. I know he did.
I don't think so.
Bill.
Who would it be?
I think it was.
I think it was Embiid.
No, he might have won
Embiid. It was Embiid.
Boom! NBA in your grill. Told you.
Okay.
I'm tired of being the voice of reason every day. Gets old.
Embiid
We
won.
talked about it during the finals, like how is this guy not? And we talked about that he'd won it twice in a row, and it almost got to be the point where it's like just give it to somebody else. But
so
anyway,
Alex must have been arguing that he should win.
Mm. Okay.
So you didn't even know the side.
So
of the
I was right.
Look at Bill, NBA guy over there. Bill.
Embiid won it, and he had 70 last night.
70.
Yes.
7-0 last night against the Spurs.
Good God.
The other thing, I brought this up to Bill before the show. I didn't see this until about 5:45 this morning, but I thought this is odd. Arizona, okay?
Yes.
They just hired a new head football coach after having Jed Fish leave for Washington. Yeah, Brent Brennan comes from.
Jed Fish did an incredible job there. Took him to what? Top 10 finish?
They were a top 10 team, okay?
They're a top 10 team this year coming up.
The basketball
10
team
and 3
has been good too. He made that the AD Dave Hickey is his name. He been there since 2017. Made those hires. Hired Fish. Hired Tommy Lloyd for basketball. Hired Brennan for football. Apparently, as of yesterday, they're parting ways. He just hires the football coach within the last week, and they're moving on from him.
Sounds like it was kind of like else, and they show up at his office, like, "Hey, real quick, nuts and bolts thing, you're out." Yeah.
Is it are they in deep debt?
I don't know.
There is. I said that to Jake this morning. So this has to have something to do with just straight finances. And there has been some articles on that they have.
Oh, they're in horrible debt.
Yeah, they're not in good shape.
Well,
and whether it was mismanagement, whatever it was, they're not in good shape.
I'm pretty sure if you look that up, you'd find they're in the red.
But Dave Hickey, the AD, is out, who's had good hires. At least the hires have been successful. He made good hires there.
Oh, we got some NBA.
Karl Anthony Towns had 62 points last night per Josh. It's been 45 years since two players scored 60-plus points on the same day.
The Big Cat had 62?
Yeah.
I think they lost, too.
They lost.
They
did
lost
lose.
to Charlotte, right?
They did.
Bad loss.
Big Cat had 62 and Embiid had 70?
Yes, and Big Cat lost to Charlotte with the number one T-Wolves in the Western Conference, by the way.
Yeah.
Number one.
They're good.
Minnesota Timberwolves. That's never happened.
They're
Not
legit.
since KG, at least.
Yeah, I mean, I can only name two, I think, on them. Edwards and Cat. And who else?
I don't have much else.
Josh does. T-Wolves.
Yep.
T-Wolves.
All right. That's Idle Chit Chat, sponsored by our friends at Newton's Lawn Care. Call or text them at 402-440-6297 to get ahead for your fertilizing for the spring.
No, he's got nothing.
Okay.
We'll
All right,
talk
yeah.
about it later.
All right. Okay.
Spillover.
There's moisture out there.
Well,
Drought's over.
It is. Yeah.
Wait a second. Is it snowing?
It was this morning. I
there's a
drove
little
it. There's a little snow. There's a little snow on the ground.
It's not
Not
going to
much.
stick.
No, nothing's sticking.
No,
No,
we're
we're
sticking?
good.
The highest 35 today. It's not
Good.
going to stick.
Isn't it balmy?
It is nice.
Just remember, 2 weeks ago, if it would have been 4 degrees colder, we'd have 30 feet of snow right now.
30 feet, not inches, but 30 feet
We have a
of
lot.
snow.
We have a
Is
lot of
rain
snow.
coming?
There's rain coming this week. Yeah. A couple days from now. I'm not sure when. Nebraska is apparently adding a general manager, director of operations to their football staff. Anthony Crespino comes from TCU. He was also with Sonny Dykes previously at SMU. Now, again, he's going to be the director of operations / the GM for Nebraska football. Now, this is something that it's not all that common in college football. We saw Billy Devaney in the Mike Riley game be a GM, and I'm curious, Bill's obviously been a coach for a long time. Sip, you've covered this for a long time. In terms of the idea of a GM in college football, is it something that's necessary, or what should be the common view in terms of a GM for a football team?
As long as it can fit well within the head coach's
Purview.
pyramid type of thing. If it all fits with that, then I think there's a lot of benefit to it. That's always the first question is, okay, general manager. What does he do? Now they do a lot. I'm going to say, what does he do for your? Where's his main focus? I'm overseeing everything. Okay, so what does he do with recruiting? What does he do with with roster management? What's he do with all the different things that comes up? And then also, like there's a difference in the NFL where it's like you hear a lot of head coaches that with ones with power, especially like I'll be the head coach and the GM, which means I'm going to make the decisions on who we're drafting, also on personnel. So my question is, like, a GM in the NFL has heavy input on who is being. If you look at like, is it Lynch GM with the 49ers, right?
Lynch,
isn't he?
Is that
John Lynch? John Lynch, correct.
And he's heavily involved on who's getting selected. There's a lot of places where the staff really isn't involved. Maybe the head coach, assistants are not. The GM does that. So is the GM doing that in college? That's the question.
Yeah, Nebraska. They've done it. Billy Devaney was heavily involved. He was, he worked for Mike Riley, and I know he was heavily involved because there's a couple times I would go over to his office for interviews, and he talked about personnel. He had a board with the personnel on it. He was, I don't know exactly. I always still wonder why. Why do you need this? Isn't this the head coach's purview? But Billy would talk about that sort of stuff, and then game day operations. There's a lot that goes on in a program. I could see why. I just always think of it this way. The more capable bodies, the better. Because there's so much that goes on.
Now, did anyone is going to be the DFO?
Don't know that. Director of Football Operations.
That's right.
There was a DFO, I'm assuming.
Probably.
Is that person still there?
I think so. But anyway, I mean, then you knew Jared Lambrick. Jared Lambrick was, I thought of him as a general manager. I don't think that was his title. But Jared handled.
I can see that. Yeah.
Oh, you know this. He handled so much stuff.
The GM now is going to deal heavily with NIL.
Yep.
That's going to be his. Oh yeah, absolutely. That's going to be that'll be probably one of his biggest focus. Will be.
He?
Absolutely.
Can.
Yeah. He will be. He'll be heavily.
Are they allowed
on what's going on? Yeah. You have they within your yes you have legal limitations you can do, but do you?
I just wonder what
do you really think that if they're so we all know that the players obtain money, correct?
Yeah. Well,
you really think if you went
deals,
if you went to the football office and said, "Hey, is so and so getting any sort of I don't know, I have no idea."
Well, I mean,
everybody has an idea.
Yeah.
No one does. There's no one has their head in the sand that says that Ryan Day has no idea what's going on with. I have no idea. Yeah,
I don't know who does and who doesn't.
Heard you guys got a new running back from Ole Miss. Son of a
the
gun, we did.
The general
He's
manager,
really good.
The general manager might know. There's some guys over there I know that don't know. They'll just say, "I have no idea." Simple, none. I don't know what. That's not my. That's
assistant
not my,
coaches.
Yeah,
they don't. You don't get involved with that. You don't have any sort of. You don't have say in it. That's what I'm saying. That's a general manager is going to oversee that.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Jared would have known that for sure. I don't know. It's sticky because you'll hear it's always confusing because Matt Rule will say that's not my deal. I'm not allowed to be. I'm not allowed to be in that. But I think he would know. I think he would know. But he always says at the podium, "That's not. I'm not. That's not my territory. It's not supposed to be." But they have to know. It's just it's a total. The system is so broken up that you don't. It's hard to know.
Is it a chance that another person looking at the portal also, guys that can help you out in the portal? Because we always say you need a lot of guys probably to evaluate who's out there, who's available, who could fit your roster. It's another person that could do that potentially.
But all gets back to roster management, whether it's current recruiting portal. You have all different ways to obtain talent.
I don't know what this guy will do exactly. I mean, they have guys already that are in those places. Vince Ginta is in charge of recruiting. I mean, Vince, and he'll remain in charge of recruiting.
He'll oversee and obviously I know Vince personally, but I just know how that role is fit for everyone. Is that they're heavily involved with the portal. They're not.
He's heavily. Yes, he is.
There's no one that doesn't have that. So and also that's where Nebraska's advantage is that Vince is hands down top 1 or 2 or 3 in the world at his position.
He's good.
So so you have someone here in Nebraska, which is like one of those. How do you keep him? How do you hang on to someone that's in that spot?
Money.
Yeah, that helps.
What was that?
But
What was that?
I didn't quite
sing it.
Yeah, it didn't come
It's all
out quite
about the
right.
money, money.
I don't even know what that song is. I don't even know what that is.
Wait a second.
You trying to do Pink Floyd over there?
Yeah.
No.
I don't know what that was. I have no idea.
I'll get
That wasn't
Yeah,
it.
you work on that. Yeah, that wasn't it. Yeah, exactly.
If that's the way
if I really broke into it,
Yeah.
you'd know it. I can't.
We-
I'm not gonna. But anyway, yeah. Say this
Now,
guy's name again.
I would push back hard on Sipple's comment there of the more is better. More is not better. I'm not saying that
Yeah.
this person is not
Cooks
better.
in the
That's
kitchen.
But
not
if
it.
they're capable,
That's not it. Because what more is all these people just walking around. Who has the biggest staff in college football right now?
I don't know.
It's very clear. Who is it?
Alabama,
There have been pictures of them. Florida.
Florida.
Just look at the picture. There's a picture of their support staff. There's 80 people. In the last
Nebraska has a lot
in
too.
the last 2 years, they've been horrible.
And Nebraska has a lot too.
And so that Saban wasn't more is better. It was very tight.
If they're capable,
Tight.
I mean, if some of these
But
people aren't capable.
after a while, it's just really hard to have who's managing everybody and then all of a sudden what crosses over.
Mhm.
What that's me. That's like everybody gets you get very territorial.
Mhm.
I'm just saying more is not better. More is not better. Not
If
saying
they're capable,
it has nothing to do with this hire. I'm just saying
They're
more
smart.
is not better.
if you got a bunch of smart
If
people,
more was better, then the Cowboys would be in the Super Bowl.
it's like a bunch of smart people in the room.
The name again, Anthony Crispino, the director of football operations, also from Matt Zenitz of 24/7 Sports. Keith Williams, who had been the assistant director of player personnel, is now just the regular director of player personnel for Nebraska, former Husker.
Director
Keith
of
Williams.
all these jobs.
So that's
are,
an upgrade.
Yeah,
It's an
all
upgrade,
these
to be
all
honest.
these jobs are interesting. Director of player personnel, director of I don't.
Yeah, get more.
Yeah.
Get more.
I don't know exactly what all happens, but man, I've gone to practice over there, and I'm astounded by how many people are there. Like it's on the field. There's I've never seen Nebraska like it is now, with how many people there are. And I don't know. I mean, I have no idea who they are. I don't know what they do, but they're out there. And I'm not talking about on the sideline. I'm talking about on the field. It's amazing. But that's a big time operation. That's I guess what you do. And there's money.
I want to know what the song
What the song is. What are you trying to sing?
What
Because
is
no
the
one
song?
knows.
Well, we'll do it at
Yeah,
the break.
Because no one knows what you're singing.
We'll do it at the break.
I think you tried to do Pink Floyd.
No, it's not Pink Floyd.
No, it is.
Jake will
What-
know
what
it.
is it?
Jake, you won't know it. Jake will know it. I
Is
heard
it a
it.
new song or
I
what?
heard it in
New-
Hawaii. No,
Oh, see, you bring up a song from Hawaii.
And it's
again,
about
huh?
money.
I heard it I heard it at practice.
It's about money.
You think I'll know this?
Josh will know.
This is somewhat of a
Josh
newer
knows it.
song. Okay, well, I guess
Well,
we'll
I'd
see
say
about that.
I guess
Is there good bass in it? Josh will know if there's good bass.
2005.
Okay, I got a chance to that.
Yeah.
I got a chance at 05.
I've
I
none.
don't know if it's 5. That's my guess about that. I think he's saying 9.
We're gonna film this. Josh,
Yeah,
have
we're
your
going
phone.
to.
We have to film you.
Bill,
singing
now
this.
that I'm thinking about it, Bill will know it. He'll know. If he doesn't, I would worry about you a little bit.
Before we get to break,
Yes.
and, you
Quickly
had
get to
you,
break.
you had some good food in Hawaii, right?
Hash.
Pretty good food.
Yeah.
Good food. You can have good food in Nebraska, and courtesy of our friends in Central Nebraska at Score One Smoking, Chris. Me and Bill went out there a couple weeks ago. We talked to some
Smoking.
Holdridge group. A lot of great people, including Chris Nelson at Score One Smoking, who's got barbecue rubs and sauces for both competitors and backyard grillers alike.
Is there any way that the Breakers could get a hold of Chris?
They can. They could go to score1smokin.com. No G, just smoking. SMOKIN. So score1smokin.com. Also on Facebook and Instagram at score1smokin. And I've been told this. He's having a brisket class
A class. I was going to get to that. Right. He's teaching a class on how to do brisket.
on Saturday, February 10th. I don't know the time. I'll get that confirmed. But
Where's this at?
in Holdridge,
Holdridge.
Central Nebraska. Get
Venture
there.
out there.
Brisket class, Sip. You want
Wow.
brisket?
Think about that.
We
you
make brisket.
How are you going to school today?
Oh
Where
my
are you going to? Brisket class.
What if they have
You
sit?
I'm telling you, Chris is probably one of the most amazing people I've ever met. He is a world-renowned champion of the smoker. That's
Is
how good he competes nationally at the highest level, and he has allowed the people of the Breakers to have access to some of the professional rubs and sauces
That's right.
that he is to be world class, to have good enough to have his own class, have hundreds of people show up to figure out how to make brisket.
If you
How
don't
to smoke
live near
brisket.
Holdridge, again, go online. They'll ship to you. Score1smokin.com or look at them on Facebook and Instagram. Same thing. Score1smokin. Chris has
Sounds fun.
barbecue sauces, rubs.
We have sat and had lunch with them. I've had a couple meals with them. I had a speaking event out there that Chris had the food for. But I'm just telling you right now, get a hold of these people. Get a hold of them today. Just mention the ticket, 10% off, and
That's
get
right.
that done.
You get 10% off?
10% off.
Yes.
Say it one more time. Say it one more-
Score1smokin.com. Check it out today for rubs and sauces, barbecue, and the brisket class. Saturday, February 10th, out in Holdridge. When we come back, Nebraska ball plays tonight against Ohio State.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Home game.
What time?
6 p.m. We got to
Ooh.
protect home court.
At the vault?
Discuss it next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Plains Cover Crop is your one-stop seed shop. Call us now for spring and summer forages, CRP mixes, and fall cover crop blends. We do farm-specific consulting for practical and efficient seed blends to fit your geography and goals. With a very diverse inventory, we will tailor a blend just for you. We're also looking for contract growers, and we buy and sell rye. Find us online at plainscovercrop.com. Timeless agronomy practices paired with modern technology. East Highway 20 in Orchard and across Nebraska.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at MidwestBank.com. Member FDIC.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through January 28th, enjoy Lincoln's favorite USDA Choice Bacon Wrapped Sirloin Fillets for just $3.99 per 8-ounce cut. All natural whole Boston butt for $1.49 per pound, and lumberjack pellets for $7.99 per 20-pound bag. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn. Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
We wait all pro football season for the big game. But will you come out on top? Warhorse Festival of Games is putting you at the center of the action with 2 chances to win big. Earn entries for our $100,000 prop card challenge daily at Warhorse Casino Lincoln. Enjoy slots, sports wagering, and horse racing. Then make your picks about the big game to be eligible to win. Qualifying entries will also be put in the running for your share of the $20,000 grand prize drawing. Increase your luck for the drawing by playing free online games on the Festival of Games website. Skip the trip to Vegas and get in on the big game right here at Lincoln's favorite place to play. And if that's not enough, our $1 Million Bracket Challenge for college basketball is coming soon. Full details are online at warhorsecasino.com. Warhorse Casino Lincoln, just minutes from downtown at Highway 77 and West Denton Road. Why not today? Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
This is former Husker and NFL linebacker Jay Foreman. For years, I've suffered from degenerative problems in both of my ankles, but thanks to a thorough and thought-out plan provided by Advanced Medical Imaging, I was able to get my life back with the least amount of pain as possible. While working through multiple options, the team of physicians at Advanced Medical Imaging were there to answer any questions I had. If you're experiencing any pain at all and want to get your life back, go to amimaging.com or give them a call at 402-484-6677. Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard.
Hi, it's Joel Norman, the voice of your Lincoln Stars hockey team. Tune in to 93.7 The Ticket every Tuesday night from 8 to 9 p.m. to hear the latest on the Stars with myself, head coach Rocky Russo, and special player guests.
This
I'm not on drugs. I'm not drunk.
is Early Break with Sip and Jay, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know, we had quite the scene in here during the break because we want to figure out the song that Sip was trying to sing.
I nailed it too, by the way.
Yeah, the song is called Price Tag by Jesse J from the mid-2000s.
Mid-2000s.
I would say I have heard the song. There is never a chance in anyone's lifetime I would have ever guessed Jesse J. I've never heard of Jesse J before.
You've heard the song, though.
But I have.
And the song didn't add up the way Sipple was singing it.
He did do a dance, though.
He did.
Yeah,
He did nail the song. He did get confirmation.
Yeah.
So he has to get credit. Again, he's just a journalist, and he does things by the facts, which is incredible.
Yeah, good job.
That's why he's award winning. Steve.
You've heard that song, haven't you?
I don't think so. No.
In practice, you probably.
Oh, look at that! Lights on his dog.
Ooh,
that's cool.
His dog's got lights.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's a great job by you, though, Steve.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Good job on that. So the song is legit.
Yes,
and
it's very legit.
Price Tag is the name of the song.
Yes.
So.
It was a hit.
Oh, good job.
It was an American
Who
hit.
sang it?
Jesse J. I've never heard of Jesse
J.
Ever.
Is Jesse J in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Rick Heyman, chime in.
I don't think it's right. Yes, no.
What would it be? Hip Hop Hall of Fame?
Pop? The Pop Hall of Fame.
Pop Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Is there a Pop Hall of Fame?
Yes. Rick, let us know that, please.
Yes, 464.
Heyman.
He has no idea.
Please text us. Yes. Nebraska basketball back tonight against Ohio State at Pinnacle Bank Arena, 6 p.m. BTN. You can watch this game. Jawan Gary, again, I don't expect it. Apparently, there's a chance he will play.
How long did you think he'd be out, Jake?
The whole season.
The whole season. Claimed it on air. Yes. Jake claimed on air during the spillover. It looked like an Achilles to me.
It looked like an Achilles. It did look like an Achilles.
Now, hold on. Whenever
and he might play 6 days later.
He could play. I don't expect it, but he could play.
Well, hold on. Whenever Fred says game time decision, they're playing.
Okay.
So I expect him to play. Okay.
A week after he looked like he lost the season. Again, that was not just me saying that. Anybody who watched, he was on crutches in the locker room. That was confirmed. He was on crutches. Who comes back after a week on crutches ever from anything? Answer me that.
This is what you're right. This is what Robin wrote. Robin Washit. When it happened, most expected a worst case scenario. So you're right.
That is not like you, Jake, to think about worst case scenarios. You never do that.
I would. Why would I ever do that?
You've never done that since I've known you.
They'll lose.
They'll lose.
The Dolphins will lose. No,
my life sucks.
I am
Why could I not be happy?
It'll lose. I am typically correct.
It's over.
I am typically correct on that, but the Dolphins.
The other team gets a field goal to score first. It's over.
Yep, that's
we have no chance to get down 3-0.
We try.
How do we get back from this?
I misspoke in something.
Strained calf.
Strained calf. Okay, now this is not on BTN. You know it's on Bill.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
No.
Peacock.
It's on Peacock tonight.
So that's usually easy to get to because you have to have like 4 streaming devices, and then I have to get my wife in there, and then it's like, hey, can we buzz over quick and watch some of that ACC North Carolina game? No, we're in a streaming.
We're on Peacock only tonight.
Yeah, we're Peacock only.
It's just as well. I couldn't watch it anyway. I got a function, but
whoa!
Just a function.
What is that?
Nothing.
Conjunction, junction. What's your function?
So I'm just gonna have to do the Jake
and
thing.
I'm only a Bill.
Tracking the game
Track
cast.
I
will be there. I will be the eyes and ears tonight in Lincoln, Nebraska at PBA.
Are you like a keynote speaker tonight?
No.
What's the function?
I don't want to get into it.
We're gonna press you on this.
We'll talk about it later. Jake, we're gonna have to really rely on you. Are you gonna watch the game?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
absolutely.
Right. You guys will be fine tomorrow.
Yeah.
I probably won't watch it, but I'll track it.
You'll track it.
Yeah, I'm interested in it. Ohio State's what 3-4 in the league.
Yeah, they're 13-5 overall. Nebraska 14-5. Huskers are 3.5-point favorites.
Big game.
You are a
big
betting
game.
person.
I talked to Jake today about the Huskers. I see it literally impossible for them not to finish. At least the worst they can finish is 500. Is 10-10. That's the worst they can finish.
You've got fans out there that say, "Okay, there's the kiss of death right
now."
No,
I agree with that.
I mean, we got Rutgers coming in here. You get Michigan.
I agree with him.
The schedule is not. There's a couple tough ones in there. It's not brutal.
10-10.
If you are a tournament team,
yes.
Let's go with that. If you think you're a tournament team, yes, 10-10 should be the bare minimum what this team gets to in conference play. Now, we said it's important to win all your home games. They play Wisconsin still at home. Wisconsin's a very good team. Wisconsin's number 11 in the country, about to be top 10, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We beat number 1 by 16 at home.
You did.
Very good at home.
Yep.
Talk about bracketology. Win that one. Things go against you.
What you want to do is see Nebraska surprise you. You don't want it just to be, okay, they're a really good home team, not very good on the road. Surprise us on the road. Surprise us. Go beat Maryland.
Yep. That'd be Saturday, 11 a.m. BTN for that
11
one.
a.m.
Early game.
11 a.m.
Then they're back against Wisconsin. Then
is that on Peacock too?
I don't have any networks beyond Saturdays on BTN.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I don't Wisconsin and the game after that, it doesn't say on my app here.
So Jake, you will be there. There'll probably be a
there.
big crowd, maybe a little late arriving because of the 6 p.m. tip off.
I'll be on time.
Yeah. I'd be shocked. Oh God. I'm sorry to do this. I'll be shocked if they don't win. I'm sorry.
Oh, I think they'll win. Yeah.
I know. I'm sorry, Jake. I know. Yeah. I'm terrible at these predictions.
But anyway, they're a guaranteed 10-10. That's the worst. That's the worst they could be. I went through it. And also tomorrow I'll update Billitology.
Thank you.
Yes.
We just
right now first four.
I would love to first 4 out. I'd love to have one of those. We could talk to DP. I want a big screen. I want to be able to move teams. You can move
we're
teams.
We're talking about some sort of screen in here.
I would like to have that.
I'd
like to be able to do that. Also, like that. I'm going to start giving you guys things way ahead of time.
Okay. Like what?
Like that on teams to keep your eye on.
To keep our
Dayton Flyers. Make a note. Dayton.
Really?
They've
final.
Won, what, 12 straight games?
Dayton Final 4.
Pretty good.
Whoa.
Yeah, Dayton in the final
Flyers
4.
to the Final 4.
I saw him put the hurt on Duquesne.
Yeah. By the way.
Yeah, this is a great one.
So
remember this one?
Trying to find non-conference wins that will help Nebraska out if some things fall apart in conference play for the resume. Duquesne, Nebraska played right before Thanksgiving, and it's a tough game.
There's a lot of conversation. This is a big win. Yep. It's a big win.
Trust me on this.
Nebraska won the game by 10. Yeah. It was scrappy. It was a tough game. I looked at Duquesne's record this morning. They're 0-5 in conference play, dead last in the A-10. They're 9-8 overall, so they're on a 5-game skid in general. That win is not going to do anything for you.
I was shocked by the amount of people that told me, "Hey, Duquesne was good."
Yeah,
that's a good team.
It's a good team. Yeah, I was told several people go, "Wow, what do you watch?" That was a big win.
Well, they were tough, but they're 0-5 in league still.
How about Oregon State, though? They bounced back.
Oregon State, who Nebraska beat in Sioux Falls, beat badly, is dead last in the Pac-12. Dead last, 9-9 overall.
But I'm telling you, I'm with Bill on this. Nebraska's good enough to go 10-10. Those losses aren't, or those wins weren't great, but the schedule really lightens up. They can get to 10.
They're a slam dunk 10-10.
Yeah,
they're probably a 12-8 team. Which again, I'll get to my billetology at that time, but I have this worked out in my head. I try to stay 2 weeks ahead, guys.
I hope you're right, because again, we had the scare of Juwan Gary.
Yeah.
So when you say these 10-10, you think, okay, well, everything's in a perfect world. No one gets hurt. Things are the way they are.
Could they go 10-10 without Gary?
Well, they just beat Northwestern without him.
Right. I think I don't think that would. I'm not sure I'd give up on the notion that they could go 10-10 without Gary, but you don't got to worry about it because Gary's going to be back, and I wouldn't be surprised if he plays tonight.
After being on crutches a week ago.
I just know Fred's pattern. Whenever he says game time decision, the guy plays. Seems like.
I'm stunned by the way that injury happened. The text line saying, I agree with you, Jake. It looked like a season-ending injury. Who saw that it was not a season-ending injury?
I had to deal with a loss of Juwan Gary and a loss to Rutgers with Jake. Can you imagine that? Imagine when I walked in. Can you imagine when I walked in? Can you imagine it? Also, we have not talked about that Steve has a function going on of some sort. You can tell by the way he's dressed.
No,
no,
this is nothing. All this is wash. I had wash problems. You know, when you go away for a week, you got problems with clothes.
Problems. You have over 500 T-shirts. You have over 500
from the Breakers.
From the Breakers.
I got a lot of T-shirts.
Yeah, a lot of T-shirts.
But I'm hurting right now. Clothing wise,
you need your own breaker closet with just everything you've got.
This has nothing to do with anything.
You know what? I would love that. I'd love to have a breaker closet with all the hats.
Just tell Lauren, it's my breaker closet.
All the quarter zips or 3/4 zip, as you would say, down to your navel. Give me the navel zipper.
3/4 zip.
Huskers Buckeyes tonight, 6 p.m. on Peacock.
Who's calling the game? Do we know? I always love to know who's calling the game.
Last time it was Jack Collinsworth, Chris Collinsworth's son,
who
sounds just like him.
Whoa!
And Robbie Hummel, who was just disgusted with Purdue's performance in that game as a Purdue alum. He was very critical of Purdue. And
Jack Collinsworth.
Yeah.
Tell me more about that.
Jack, I thought, was lacking a lot of energy for the game that was a court storming in Lincoln. I didn't think he delivered the punch necessary. Now, he's got a good voice. You know, Chris Collinsworth has a good voice also. It's big time, but his energy I thought was low.
That's
trying to be cool with the call. I'm not going to get into this, 10-point lead against a number one team overall team. It's just a game.
He's play-by-play though.
He is. Well, Gus Johnson gets excited in play-by-play.
Yes, he does.
Kevin Harlan.
Yes, he does.
When you're
Harlan,
Iron Eagle gets excited.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah.
When you're listening to Husker radio, for Husker hoops, is it always Pavelka?
Yes, it is.
That's what I thought.
Always.
For the last 40 years.
I love it. But he had
the last 40 years.
The reason I brought that up was because I'm 90%, 96.4% sure that was him that said it. But I listened to the radio the other day because I had to go pick up Gigi. He had an unbelievable comment. It's like, because Nebraska had the ball, and he's fouled. But it wasn't called.
Right. He does that a lot.
He does that a lot. That's like touchdown, drop back. I'm going, and he's fouled. I'm like, yes,
but
he wasn't called.
Kent can be very pointed in his criticism, which is great.
He often does travel not called.
Travel not called. Yeah. That one too. Yeah. That one not called. That's the first time I caught that one. I was like, and he's fouled. Not called.
Right.
I was like, okay.
Good call on the travel not called. That's the comment. Travel not called.
That's the travel not called.
Keeps going past travel not called.
It cracked me up. Pavelka. Pavelka had to have an incredible weekend.
I'm sure he did with the alumni.
40
years.
With the celebration.
I say, I got to do this in my head. 40 years, maybe more than that, because I was a boy listening to him.
Yeah.
A boy. I mean, it was 1978.
You think Nebraska sports, you think Kent Pavelka. He's been there.
Hoops. Yeah.
Hoops.
All of a sudden, you talk about Carl McPipe. That was Pavelka.
You know, Greg Sharp has been the play-by-play man for more years than Pavelka was the football play-by-play man.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
There we go.
Yeah, somebody told me that the other
That's
day.
a fact right there.
Yeah.
That's what we do. 6 p.m. Huskers Buckeyes. When we come back, Bill's Thrills, Bugaboo Tuesday.
Oh, no way.
And Song of the Day on early break.
Things that bother me.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Why are New Year's resolutions always about getting to the gym more or dieting? We fail ourselves before the first month of the year is already over. Why not resolve to eat better, tastier foods in 2024? Look no further than Fuhrer's cheese spread. Stop eating your apples, vegetables, crackers, and chips plain. Give them some flavor. Fuhrer's cheese spread awakens your taste buds. Now that's how you start a new year. Find your container of Fuhrer's cheese spread today at your local grocery store.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
How do people feel about getting Big Fitness Energy at Planet Fitness for $1 down and $10 a month? They feel as thrilled as a kid the first summer they're tall enough to ride the roller coaster! That's right. When you join Planet Fitness right now, you'll get access to tons of equipment and free fitness training in a clean and spacious club. Don't wait. Join the judgment-free zone today for that all-day energy. Download the free Planet Fitness app and join today for $1 down, $10 a month.
Deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, Southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
We wait all pro football season for the big game. But will you come out on top? Warhorse Festival of Games is putting you at the center of the action with 2 chances to win big. Earn entries for our $100,000 prop card challenge daily at Warhorse Casino Lincoln. Enjoy slots, sports wagering, and horse racing. Then make your picks about the big game to be eligible to win. Qualifying entries will also be put in the running for your share of the $20,000 grand prize drawing. Increase your luck for the drawing by playing free online games on the Festival of Games website. Skip the trip to Vegas and get in on the big game right here at Lincoln's favorite place to play. And if that's not enough, our $1 Million Bracket Challenge for college basketball is coming soon. Full details are online at warhorsecasino.com. Warhorse Casino Lincoln, just minutes from downtown at Highway 77 and West Denton Road. Why not today? Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Unearth the secret to long-lasting tires at Tread's Central Tire Pros, a league apart in commitment, service, and expertise. This isn't just about rubber meeting the road, but trust, safety, and surety converging in perfect harmony. This is where expectations are exceeded every time. Make your appointment today at Tread's Central Tire Pros, just south of Cortland on Highway 77, or visit our website to explore our services. Remember, when it comes to tires, choose Tread Central Tire Pros because we tread differently.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
You love to bash his sports takes.
Now, will you feel like an idiot if you're
No,
a big tough?
never feel like an
if
idiot.
you're a big tough guy this morning,
But you really love to voice your displeasure for his music choices.
he stumbled on an issue that I did not think would generate this much passion and discussion.
It's time for Jake's questionable song of the day on Early Break on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Once again, your song of the day, Kickstart My Heart by Motley Crue from 1989. 464-56851. 1 is bad, 10 is good. Text rating in the Sauter Heyman Jewelers song of the day. We were jamming.
Too bad you didn't bring some song.
Schindler was dancing over
Shin
here.
Daddy. I wish you would have got a song, some sort of energy.
Yeah, I know. Sorry, Mike. Sorry to
Would
fail
you ever
guys
turn
here.
that song off?
No.
You crank it every time.
Sometimes I've thought to myself, I don't even want to like this song, but I like it. You know, I don't. Yeah, it's incredible song. Always thought it. Whenever
Street
it
Legal
comes
played
on.
it. It was
Did Street Legal play it?
Yeah.
Did they bang it?
Oh yes. I mean, imagine the whole place that just with the excitement.
Jake,
it's a good one.
89.
How do you dislike that song?
Yeah.
I just can't. I've wanted to, but I can't. I don't know why. Because I'm not a big fan of the band. I'm not a big fan of the band, but that's a huge song. Can you imagine when they wrote that in the studio? Like when they played that in the studio?
Yeah.
They must have been high on speed.
There's certain times you just go, we just got this one. We just crushed this
Oh,
one.
God. Ching, ching, ching. Here
Yeah.
comes the money,
Yep.
money, money.
Oh, back to
Still doesn't add up.
Back to Jesse
But
J.
your
over here
version
again.
of this is what I heard did not
I
add
can't
up.
sing it in a girl's voice.
Yeah.
Anyway. Oh, Jake. See, you ventured outside the 70s, which usually doesn't work for you, but it worked really well in this case. It worked really well. It usually doesn't. It's usually terrible.
You
Terrible.
gave Weezer an 8 something yesterday.
Yeah, Weezer's
I gave it a
2001.
2. I gave it a
Yeah,
2.
Bill gave it a 2. He
It was
gave it a
horrible.
2.2. Yeah.
Yeah. I upgraded late.
Okay,
You
well,
did.
we're all going high on this one. I go 90065. 90065.
Okay.
922296.
Very simple.
I would have guessed that Josh is close to a 10.
I bet Josh is
9.7.
Josh was
9.4.
partying.
Yes.
9.7.
Yes.
9.5.
They were
on the
Josh. 9.5.
Yeah, that had some that sounded like the Kansas Thorns to me.
It did.
That's what it sounded like.
What would you give it, Jake?
That's a 9.2. It's
Yeah.
just high energy. Man, that song is enjoyable.
Yeah, you would never turn that
You
off.
can't turn it off.
I'm with Sipple. I'm not going like, hey, I can't remember. Hey, real quick before we head out, grab my cassette tape. What do you want? Just grab the Motley Crue one. We're good.
I
No,
wouldn't do that.
not like that. I'd be like, but this song is
Imagine being in the car with somebody and
Yeah.
they turn the station to that. Like, what are
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah.
Do you hate fun? Do you hate having a good time and high energy? Like, what's
Yeah,
wrong
even
with
I
you?
hate fun. I like that song.
That's a walk-up song right there.
It is.
You
Yeah,
walk
it is.
into a
Oh,
place
yeah.
and that's going. You're like, all right, it's on.
You walk into O'Rourke's and that's pumping.
Yeah.
O'Rourke's. Of all the places,
wasn't
O'Rourke's.
thinking O'Rourke's.
That's the place you went to as O'Rourke's there.
Or just drive across the bridge, head over to Council Bluffs.
Can we not talk about that?
Because sometimes Steve did that.
Yep, sometimes.
I went across the Magic Bridge in Sioux City.
Did you?
Oh, yeah.
Did you back in the day?
Called it the
Back
Magic Bridge.
Why'd you call it the Magic Bridge?
Because 19 was the drinking age in Iowa, and it was 21 in Nebraska. So it was
Magic
the Magic
Bridge.
Bridge. Everything changed in 22 seconds. Your
All
whole
right.
life changed.
All right, guys, let's go.
Everything changed.
Some ratings here before we get to Bill's Thrills. 9.3 from Sandmaster in Kansas City. We got who in Columbus?
Bird!
9.8 from Bird in Columbus.
Thank you, Bird.
9.8.
You can't do that twice, and I don't expect you to.
Guilt Nerd, a 6. Someone says, crank that mother trucker up.
Oh,
11.
yes.
11.
11.
We got Magic. Says 9.5. Yeah.
Is that our Magic?
It's our Magic.
Is that Concrete Magic?
Concrete Magic says 9.5.
Welcome
Thank
to the
you.
show.
Thank you, Magic. Please stop by, too. You haven't been by for a while. Please come by and see us.
Welcome to the show.
Jennifer 7, hubby 7.5. They're in Cabo, by the way.
Cabo. Oh, my
They're
God.
in Cabo right now.
Oh, my God.
Are they listening live?
They're listening from Cabo.
They're in
That's it.
Cabo?
Yeah.
Business must be good.
Business is good.
Things are good.
Business are
Navani
good.
Nutrition
People are
Wellness.
getting younger.
Yep.
Yeah.
Eric in Omaha 9.7. Dino says 6. Badger says a 9. 9.2 from the Hammer.
The Hammer.
A 15.
A
from
15.
somebody. East Lincoln West 7.9. Corey in Lincoln. You got a guess for Corey?
Ooh, let's do this. Corey. Very discerning.
Yeah.
6'9".
Yeah, 7.
6.
Yeah.
6 from Corey.
Wah, wah, wah.
Nels in Montana 8.5. Sean in Eagle says 10. Kick ass.
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
That was one. That was a. Huh. Jake, I tell you what. Now Motley Crue, that's Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think Heyman.
Ooh, you hit a good topic here.
Confirm that.
Oh,
Yeah, it's coffee talk.
Rick Heyman, please confirm Rock and Roll Hall
I'm
of
going
Fame.
no on that.
I'm saying yes. How can Motley?
It's
Crue
too
not
haughty. It's too haughty.
Is it?
The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is kind of haughty.
It is,
and
you can't figure out who or why is in the Hall of Fame.
I'm saying no on the Hall of Fame. Bill
I'm
says yes.
saying
I'm
no.
saying yes.
No.
I'm basing. I'm saying yes, and they should be
Haughty.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Rick, where are you?
Heyman,
Yes.
Drop what you're doing.
Do what you're doing.
Motley Crue, Hall of Fame, yes or no? Got to know.
You're at Sandy Point.
You've got that fancy suit on.
Yeah, he's got that hat.
The hat. The
Yeah.
hat's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a good looking hat.
He can put a tie on too
Yeah,
now.
and a briefcase.
Yeah.
full of diamonds.
Before we get to Bill's Thrills, give me 1 second here.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth. 93.7 The Ticket.
Well, we know on Tuesdays that Bill gets bothered. It's Bugaboo Tuesday. So let's get going. Here we go.
Some call him the most interesting man in the world.
That is setting up the morel mushroom bonanza.
Oh,
yeah.
is it gonna be bonanza?
Mushrooms grow better with thunder and lightning.
Others call him Coach. But to everyone else, he's Bill.
I want to get one of those military ab stimulators for us to wear during the show. You see, I sent you today.
It's time for Bill's Thrills on Early Break. Sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisor.
Yes, Bill's Thrills is sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid-Plains Advisors, the ATMs, the cash cows of Lincoln. They will give you a free consultation to help you make a bunch of money. That's what they do.
It's
They
what
help
they
you
do.
out.
You want to get a hold of them. Also, they've added security. They've added security since we did say on air that they keep $2 million cash in their closet. So because of that, they've in a vault.
They got a big vault.
They've added security. So when you come in, they also wanted to let people know that that when you do come in, that whoever comes in, sit down, that immediately the first thing they do when you first walk in the door is that they do what's that Grubhub? Something that was called Grubhub. What's the thing?
Yeah,
you get
there's a Grubhub.
Uber Eats,
like
Yeah.
that. So right
Same.
away when you walk in, they have a menus, and so you get to order foods. You can order lunch from Uber Eats. And so when you sit down to talk, Uber Eats shows up within 10 minutes with whatever, carte blanche, whatever you want to order. Just sit
Good
down.
deal.
So Uber Eats is
I want
there.
a filet mignon. Yep, we got it
for
for
right
you.
here. They
Thought
get
you
everything
never
to you.
asked.
Yeah.
Quick one before you get into are Grubhub and Uber Eats really similar?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. I mean, and I have great respect for. I saw some Grubhub or Uber, whoever it was, out. I saw a guy out with a sack delivering some food in the blizzard.
Ooh.
I was like, it was. I'm like,
It is a thing.
Business never stops.
My
man.
neighbor I'm always like, Outback. Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
Big bag of Outback.
Steak on the
right
grill.
on the side porch.
Yeah, the side porch.
It's not how I think about my Outback, but
yeah,
I want to sit down.
Yeah.
Big bag of Outback today, huh? For
All right.
lunch.
For lunch. Interesting. I can imagine they're looking at your fridge for lunch. I don't know if there's anything. What are you gonna do? I don't know, just call Outback for lunch. You have it delivered
steak for lunch
by some guy in a Hyundai. Just wheeling up with an Outback.
Ooh.
Oh, all right.
Baked
Let's
potatoes.
do Bugaboos.
Oh, we're doing Bugaboos.
What
Yeah,
is
come
bothering
on.
Bill today?
I love this
Things
day.
bother me, and things hit me pretty
Oh,
hard.
they do hit. They
this
do bother
weekend.
Bill.
Hit me real. So I went. It's twofold, if that's okay. Hope the breakers are okay.
Two
with that.
folds.
Twofold. Vindictive Venmo. No cash kills the stash. Vindictive Venmo. No cash kills the stash.
This is drug induced.
Vindictive Venmo. It's all about the lines of punishment. The lines of punishment. So I go to the dance competition at Millard North. Everything there, cash free.
What?
So you go to get a ticket, and most people don't have a ticket yet. Some did. You go to get it, and it's some guy, this poor guy, he's a volunteer. And he's got the iPad out and with the little swipe thing on top, and people are stacked up behind because you can't be like, $10, no problem, boom, walk in the door. Nope. And then it wouldn't work. So I had to give him my card. He had to input everything manually. Manually. And I'm just like, I just want to go in and watch my daughter dance. It's not his fault. It's society's fault. It's society's fault. So then we get to, you want to go to concessions? That's fine. The line was 70 deep. 70. You know why? You had to Venmo them the money for your hot dog.
Oh, God.
You had to Venmo them the money for your hot dog. Oh, yeah. It happened.
Venmo.
Yeah. I mean, so everything's cash free to get in and get
Don't do this. Don't do this.
I mean, there's no one counting cash, which brought me up to this one. No cash.
Just the second fold?
Yes. Thank you. No cash kills the stash. If you don't have the cash part, which I've talked about. So we had someone come over from Jake us from Action. We had a little issue with our furnace this weekend.
Action Plumbers.
Yes.
That's right.
So they came over. Great job. Jesse was his name. So anyway, came over and luckily I had some cash to tip him. If you only have Venmo, that's all you do is Venmo, then his wife is immediately aware that he just got tipped some money. So he can't go to Rosie's and get a hot beef and play Keno and not have to worry about it. If
100.
You can't hide any money from your wife, and that's important to be able to do that.
Yeah,
you want to be able to have a wad of cash all the time, be able to hide the money. No cash kills the stash.
God, we're in trouble in this world right now.
When they can track everything, every cent, every deal,
PayPal, Venmo,
all
kills
that
you.
stuff
Kills you.
Yeah, just Venmo. Imagine that the lines was maddening for these people, and I wasn't mad.
I'm sorry.
And I was not mad at the person, right? Because there was like a volunteer. And I just want to imagine. Think going through this. What are you going to do? Okay, we just got to get one of the parents and volunteer, and then they're going to take them. They're going to check people in on this iPad, and the the swipe thing didn't work. So every card he had to take, and then I had to give him like my zip code. All the stuff.
For God's sake!
Just like going to a basketball game. Imagine what that and it's Venmo only or it's card only. No cash.
I'm sorry.
Just trying to envision the 75-year-old grandma going to the concession line saying, "What's Venmo?
Yeah.
What about cash?
No,
I got card?
yeah, there's a lot.
It's Venmo.
No cash kills the stash.
It's true. Yeah. Here's what happens. Like in Hawaii, when we initially got there, a gentleman comes out and gets your bags, and Sean's like, "You got cash?" And I said, "No, I can't. I might have to go to a cash machine to get the tip." And Sean looked at me like, "How do you not have cash?" Well, in this world right now, it's a little tricky because there's some instances where you do need cash. Not many, though. It doesn't seem.
I still carry
not very many.
I have it at all times. My wife will ask me that 4 times a week. You have some cash?
Yeah.
You have cash? I need some cash. So I always carry cash. That's a big deal for me.
Yeah.
And what did your dad carry?
Oh, my dad had like $700 all the time.
Yeah.
Like he'd whip out his thing and be 1,000. I'd be like, "Why are you carrying $1,000?"
Because
that's what old guys do.
He
money clip.
There's
hundreds. I'm like,
he had his life together. Is what he did.
Yeah.
Because guess what? There's especially in the tipping world, it's huge.
Yeah.
It is huge. I always have a stack of ones in my car.
Yeah.
So when I go through that, I have a
smart.
I have a prepaid. Like everyone does, I kind of a prepaid deal for automatic car wash that I go through. on 84th and Old Cheney. It's awesome.
Good.
It's awesome. And generally, it's a really youthful group that's always working there. So every time I go there, I always give them a couple dollars, and their face just lights up. They're like, "This is awesome.
You're the only one.
This is awesome." I don't know. It doesn't seem like
This
they get
guy's
tipped a lot.
incredible.
But anyway, my point is about that. But then also, like I said, if you had to tip someone in Venmo, immediately they're aware of what's going on. Also, like that, when you get, which I didn't realize this when I talked to waitresses, when you tip on a card, then they get taxed on that tip. So again, so they get a cash tip. It's like, yeah, that's all right. I can hide this from the government.
This is amazing, actually.
Yes.
That's an amazing one. You had to give them your Venmo.
Yeah.
I don't even have Venmo, by the
No.
way.
I don't.
I
either.
do PayPal and Cash App.
What would you do at the game, man? If you couldn't eat,
I don't know.
You'd be starving.
Yeah, Caston grandson plays freshman basketball, and his dad did mention to me one time, it's not always going to. You're not always going to be able to give cash. I'm like, what?
Imagine like that.
I just blew it off like
Hey,
I can't.
whatever.
Imagine
Yeah,
this one.
right.
I'll have a Diet Coke and give me 2 hot dogs, and you have in your hand you have a $20 bill,
Yeah.
and it's no good. It's no good. It's no good here.
We sound
How can
old.
you turn down cash? I don't get that.
Well,
Yeah, that's what's going on.
yeah.
It's my bugaboo.
That's a good bugaboo.
Anything from the text line, Jake?
We do have some text line response. See, Bert, who in Columbus? I'm sorry.
Bird.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Come on.
Bert.
He says
There it is.
men carry cash always from Bird.
Okay. God dang it. I don't have it.
And that's been a deal of mine before. That's a previous one, but this one really hit me with what went down.
Ryan in California says he always has to keep cash on hand for taco trucks that don't take card.
Thank you.
Okay.
There
Yeah.
you go.
Think
There
about
you
the
go.
food trucks out
Yeah,
there.
think about the food. truck.
Bolt says, I hate it that cash is not used anymore. It's BS.
Yeah.
It's used though. It's used in some instances, right?
Not enough. Not enough.
Not enough.
Someone says regarding the privacy thing, set your Venmo to private. I keep at least $500 in the app just in case for this tip problem.
Yeah, your wife will find that.
She'll
Don't
figure it
think- you don't think- yeah, you're
Someone
crazy.
says, gotta love the secret stash. Love the
Oh,
secret stash.
The
of somebody
secret
there.
stash makes your life go around. It does. If to have
Yeah.
that, it's like,
Yeah. Oh,
all of
God.
a sudden you want to stop through McDonald's and just say you want to get maybe I want to get a double cheeseburger. Yeah.
Are you aware that
do it on your card and your wife knows in 30 seconds?
Right.
Are you aware that PBA is no cash?
Oh,
What's
God.
that?
It's card only at PBA. Look at
Just bite your tongue.
Look at look at
Bite your tongue. Bite it.
I can't change that. That's just truth.
No, I know.
I can't change the way
Is that how we
PBA
want
is.
our life to be?
I don't.
Is that how we want it to be?
Someone says, think of lemonade stands, carry cash.
Yes.
Because Bill
Bring-
told us last year. And Bill's throws.
When
make
you
sure
see
it's
it in
cash.
the spring, you see you right. Imagine going up there like that. Oh, I'd love to give. Stop! I just have my card. You take a card.
You take a
You're
card.
8. I know you're 8, and your mom just made that.
I got to. They probably have a machine now.
I'll be honest with you. I will walk away from a lemonade stand with a machine.
The machine.
I will. I'll make that. That's a hard stand for me. You know my love for the lemonade stand.
Yeah, it's tough.
Lemonade.
Would you really
Kool-Aid.
walk
I
away?
would. I think I would. I wouldn't. I'm not swiping my card. I'm not doing it. Not doing it, guys. We're
God, I'm sorry about your experience on Saturday.
Yeah.
Venmo. I might have just sat in the hall.
Yep, he's not going to be here. It's fine. That's Bill's Thrill, sponsored by Dirk, Scott, and Ty at Mid. Plains Advisors, top of the hour. Next, an early break in the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Okay, it's time to sell the house. How do we even begin to choose from the hundreds of realtors in town?
Easy. We make a pros list.
You mean a pros and cons list?
No, just a pros list. We need someone with pro photography to showcase the house in the best possible way, pro marketing to make sure we get maximum exposure, pro negotiations so we know we get the best price.
This is one of those times where you already know the right answer, isn't it?
You know it is. Ben Blecker and Professional Realty Group.
Contact Ben Bleicher and the team at Professional Realty Group of Berkshire Hathaway's Home Services Ambassador. Online at prg-ne.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round. And their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Healing the heart takes heart. Our dedicated team of cardiac experts is here for you with breakthrough treatments for serious conditions and expert advice for living longer with a healthier heart. We bring healing care to our community with over 90 cardiology specialists and subspecialists and more than 50 locations across Nebraska, southwest Iowa, and northern Kansas. Find out how we heal hearts with heart, starting with yours at chihealth.com/heart.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Coppell Chevrolet GMC, and we'd like to say thank you for a record-setting 2023. So let's start off 2024 with the bang. They've got huge trade-in bonuses and finance bonusing happening right now on our new inventory at Coppell. Get up to $8,500 off select new models at Coppell. So if you're shopping for a new GM product, go to our website at coppellcars.com. You won't believe the discounts. Make that short money-saving drive down 144th Street. You'll be glad you did. Must have trade and finance with roof credit. Stock number G2076684.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of freezing rain this morning, otherwise fog and freezing fog. Today we'll see a high around 34. Tonight, a chance of freezing rain, otherwise fog and freezing fog expected with a low around 31. And tomorrow, a chance of rain and more freezing rain, more fog too. We'll see a high around 35. Meteorologist Kyle Klecker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Are you looking for a new spot to relax and unwind? The Post, located on the south side of the Telegraph District on the corner of 20th and N Street, is perfect for a group hangout or a relaxing evening. The Post has plenty of exciting events open to the public, like Whiskey Wednesday and poker tournaments on Sundays. Looking for a spot for a private event? Ask them about their indoor patio. The Post, located at 20th and N Street in Lincoln.
How do people feel about getting Big Fitness Energy at Planet Fitness for $1 down and $10 a month? They feel as thrilled as a kid the first summer they're tall enough to ride the roller coaster! That's right. When you join Planet Fitness right now, you'll get access to tons of equipment and free fitness training in a clean and spacious club. Don't wait. Join the judgment-free zone today for that all-day energy. Download the free Planet Fitness app and join today for $1 down, $10 a month.
Deal ends soon.
See Home Club for details.
It's pro time, Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, are about to hit the court. Mark your calendars for January 24th at 7 p.m. when we host the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Witness world-class talent, including national champions and Olympians. Don't wait. Secure your single match tickets today at supernovas.com. and become a part of history.
Wake up, Lincoln.
I overslept. Damn rooster didn't crow.
It's time for Early Break, sponsored by Midwest Bank. Live from Lincoln, America. Here's 93.7 The Ticket's Jake Sorensen.
I'm wrong, but I'm not.
Husker Online, Steve Sipple.
If I were a feral cat.
And longtime college football assistant coach, Bill Busch.
You get one team. Mine's the Houston Oilers. I'm not the Texans, and I'm not the Titans, so I'm out.
This is Early Break.
Welcome back to Hour 2 on a Tuesday. Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, Bill Busch on Early Break. Hour 2 sponsored by our friends at Midwest Bank. Member FDIC. Location in Lincoln at 27th and Jamie Lane. New location coming by late February, early March. at 70th and Pioneers. And Bill, what do we have today for Steve Schindler?
He set up a heck of a situation there. He's got a game show set up today. He got a game show set up today. He's doing Midwest Bank, and he's doing Creighton Jeopardy. So they're doing Jeopardy, and Steve is Alex Trebek, R.I.P. Like that.
He'd be
Alex.
good at Trebek.
Yeah. So Shin Daddy.
You know Steve?
Yeah.
He'd be good at that.
Oh, yeah.
Look
He'd
at
be
him. Look at him
incredible
right
at it.
here. He just fits the.
So he has.
I'm looking at him.
Yeah. So it's an incredible deal. So he actually bought the old studio from Jeopardy. So they have the exact Jeopardy studio from the 90s. So they got it online.
Really?
Yeah, they got it on Amazon. And so no, it wasn't. I'm sorry. I'm saying it was Facebook Marketplace. Facebook, and he got that sent in, and it had to come from Hollywood. And so they brought that in from California.
Wow.
So Steve is
They
set
brought
up-
that in.
They brought that in. Have it set up for that. So it's quite a deal.
Who is they?
It's just worry about they. It's they.
The people.
The people. We know who that is. So I mean, it's going to be farmers versus farmers, nurses and doctors versus each other, volunteer firemen, businessmen, teachers, and students. They all have a section for us right there. So
unbelievable.
It's the exact studio that was used from 1991 to 1996.
And they brought it in.
They brought it in. Brought it in.
I don't.
So
That's remarkable.
So he's the one. He has the note card.
This is in Creighton, Nebraska.
In Creighton, yes, Creighton.
Jeopardy.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Each winner from their division moves on to the next round. They have a chance to be on Jeopardy live.
Oh,
so this is like a feeder. This is a feeder tournament, and so Steve had to go through the special teaching to get sanctioned. Yes, to get sanctioned.
The
to be
special teaching of how to deliver Jeopardy.
Yes, exactly. He
doesn't need teaching
He doesn't
for that.
doesn't want to put things in
Gotta
jeopardy.
admit, I'm starting to get jealous of Shindy.
Yeah. So he
Just now you are.
So he had to go. He had to take an online class.
Okay.
On how to do that. So this leads him into. So this isn't like, oh, you win, your name in the paper. You're moving on to the next round to get
so
in.
he took an online class.
On class, yes. And Steve's very intelligent.
Between loans.
So while Jeopardy's going on, he could still bank. But just
So
know
this is all
that-
going on in the bank.
right there in the lobby. Right there in the lobby. Jake, what time's the first round start with the nurses?
I would guess 8:44.
Correct. 8:44 is
Just-
when that will
just thinking
start.
about
With the nurse.
With the nurses are up. Nurses and doctors are up first.
There's
because
a
they're
hospital out that way.
Yeah, they have a big hospital there, and they're first responders. So Steve wanted to get them, so they're ready to go if they have to go help someone.
Yeah, if I know
throughout the
Midwest
day.
Bank, 8:44 is when things always start.
Everything starts at
8:44.
Is there concessions?
There will be, and guess how you get it? Cash.
Venmo. Oh,
No,
cash.
Yo, Schindler deals in
He's not
cash.
doing Venmo. Come on.
No, Schindler deals in cash.
Yes, he does.
Cash only. So anyway, big day there at
Creighton.
Yeah, and there's a small bleacher set up, but
Okay.
the big thing is that they have a chance to advance. And so there's a chance
the real Jeopardy.
There's a chance to see somebody from Creighton all of a sudden on live TV.
He's got a lot of energy.
Yes, he does. Positive energy too.
8:44.
Yes.
And then what happened? They're just
It's
on the hour.
On the hour.
On
every
the hour,
hour.
okay.
On the
On
hour.
the
He's got to
every
be
hour.
exhausted at
He
the
will
end of the
be.
day because there's a teardown. That
He
has
also
to happen.
yes, tear
He's
the
not
whole
going to
thing.
tear it down, is he? Is he
What's
tearing it down?
He's going to leave the studio up for like the whole week.
I was going to say, there's
For
no
people
way
to-
he's tearing it
People
down.
to come in and get pictures and stuff at the studio. But
I can't imagine.
it was
walking
nice they
into
had
that bank. I mean, I'm always in a.
Yeah.
You know me.
Well, what happened was very, very nice. Is a good friend of mine, the best track athlete ever at Nebraska Wesleyan, Mark Schultz, works for the railroad.
Okay.
And so he works with your cousin,
Dave Dipple?
Dave
Dipple, yeah.
He's
Dip?
Yeah, he's an so Mark's in upper management.
Oh, he is.
But he was able to get that shipped out to Schindler for free.
Oh, he did.
So we got it on a boxcar. Yeah.
Now that'd be a
the set.
Yeah, so the set got on there. So that saved money. So that was very valuable.
Not
to
that he
everyone.
needs
I'd like to see the Jeopardy set on a car,
Yeah.
on a train.
Imagine going by and saying, "Oh, there goes Jeopardy."
Is that Trebek?
Going to Creighton.
Where's it going? Probably to Creighton.
It's going to Creighton.
Goes to probably. I don't know. Would that go to Omaha then shipped up to Creighton?
Probably yeah, I would think so.
Maybe
Maybe through Sioux City and over.
Okay.
Yeah, probably would it be.
I'm always imagining myself. I'm always frazzled. You guys know that. I'm always in a hurry. I got a lot going on. When I walk into banks, I'm always kind of like, I hope this goes fast.
Yeah.
I can't imagine walking into Creighton Bank. I mean,
Today's
what
Jeopardy.
the hell is going on here? I just want to
imagine getting
get this cashier's check.
What a cashier's check. And also, what else is going on? Well, they got a grease pig contest. There's live
lumberjack
the lumberjack competition.
But
yeah,
I can't hear.
But I know Shindy. I know that if you walked in there frazzled, in a hurry, that they'll take care of you even while it's going on.
Absolutely. Yeah,
they'll just whiskey over.
Steve said it was really hard during some of the lumberjack stuff. That got pretty loud, and crowds get pretty rowdy.
But I bet he has a person there saying, "You're doing your banking. Just come over here.
Just come over here.
Just don't mind that.
You don't mind that.
Yeah.
Just Jeopardy. Just don't be too loud here.
Just come over here. Do your business.
You can watch. It's on any TV.
The only thing that would bother me too.
Covering it today.
Now I know I'm being sort of a negative Nelly here, but the parking. I just want to go up and park. Is there
Well, parking's a little bit of a challenge because of the ice rink. Because of the ice rink, which we've been over.
But the rink is very important.
The rink's important.
It's important to the town and for Midwest Bank.
Yes. That's why we made the homemade jam.
So you just got to kind of be creative with your parking.
Yes, creative with parking. Yes.
There's got to be a lot of people there today playing.
Yeah. Well, plus, when you remember you're going through the drive-thru, you think that's easy. Remember, they also distribute live bait through the drive-thru.
They're still doing that?
They're still doing that. Oh yeah,
Really?
yeah.
They don't stop.
Yeah, I'd like to get a cashier's check and
don't stop.
give me 2 dozen. Give me 2 dozen night crawlers.
The common question we're getting right now on the text line is of us three on a Jeopardy set, who's coming away as the winner?
Well, not me.
Oh,
come on.
I've always felt this. If I was Jeopardy, I would always. So if you hit the button, I'd be like, oh,
Damn, I missed
I'd
it.
always act like I was just missed it.
Yeah.
Jake would win that.
Well, it depends on the category.
There's a great Cheers. If you ever get a chance to watch that, just Google it. I think it was Cliff was on Jeopardy, and it was just and the categories were like Cliff was on. It was like
really
postal history, mailman, whatever, beer, and I mean it was like just his dream board of everything hit. I'd have to have a dream board. It'd have to be people from Pender.
People from Pender.
Yes.
Text line, help us out. Who would win Jeopardy?
Come on.
He's looking for the
I don't think I'd win. I don't think I'd
Couple
win.
of
I was
old
going to go
guys,
with
yeah.
Sip.
Running up the score.
Yeah,
over
nice.
there.
I was
Mr. 14 ACT.
Hey,
Yeah.
I was going to go with Sip on this one, by the way, for Jeopardy.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think
That's my guess. I
don't think so.
I don't even watch this show because it's too complicated for me.
Makes you feel bad?
I'm like, I don't know this one.
I don't know
this one.
I've just caught it in just a little segments. I've never sat down and watched it. I don't sit down and watch anything. No, I don't think
I've never watched a whole show of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Never
That's
watched.
sad. It's a great show.
Maybe it's a part of it here and there, but no.
It's a great show.
Okay.
Check it out sometime. That's thank you to Steve Schindler.
Yeah, that was great.
Midwest Bank again.
Yes.
Jeopardy today at Creighton, starting at 8:44 with the nurses.
Yes, nurses, doctors, first responders.
Thank you,
Check him out.
Yeah.
Member FDIC, also the inventor of the FDIC.
That's why your money's safe. When you
Steve
get it in there.
Schindler. Good stuff. Okay.
Tamara's with him too.
Yep, she is. Okay, there was a couple big topics that were going around.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sports talk world, the TV talk world.
Discuss
this weekend or yesterday. And this comes back to the NFL games from the weekend. And there was two things. Number one was the analytics discussion in the NFL. So go back to the fourth quarter of Lions, Bucks.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks are trailing by 14. They score a touchdown with about 4 minutes to go, and they go for 2.
Okay.
So if they get the extra point, they're down 7. If they get that 2-point conversion, they're down by 6. They fail to get the 2-point conversion. The pass to Mike Evans, it appeared to be potentially pass interference, but they didn't call anything. But still, 31-23, the Bucks
down 8.
The Bucks trail. And I guess this is an analytics thing. The same thing happened to the Dolphins against the Titans on Monday Night Football, where the Titans converted it and they won the game with a touchdown and the extra point. So it did work out this year for a team. But do you ever like that philosophy?
Your chances to win go up by about 3%.
I'm not a fan of it. But when you delve into it, one of the reasons that they talk about is that okay, with the extra point now at the 15, it's not the same percentage. So there's a chance you might kick it and you might miss it, which means now you are still down 8. And so it's like, hey, take the chance from the 2 to get to the point to where we have this. I don't know. No matter what, just getting a 2-point play in the NFL, it's really hard. It's
in
really
college.
It's
really
really hard to get it.
Yeah.
And so part of it is like I get the part about wanting to win it, but sometimes I'm like, hey, let's just be happy we're going to overtime. Let's be happy we're doing this. We're going to overtime. It's a pretty good deal. I just wish the analytics, like their faces were on there. I wish it'd be like,
what do you mean?
These are the 9 guys doing the analytics, and here's their name. Here's what they do. It's so easy to say. Well, the analytics say to do it.
I happened to be listening to that game, and the announcers on radio it was just very matter of fact. The chances to win go up by about like 2%. Oh yeah, this is what you do. This is just what you 2%.
do. Yeah. So I'm not like appalled by it, but there's sometimes I'm like going, Well, if we score twice and kick both the extra points, we're going to overtime.
Right.
And we're still playing.
Yeah.
There's a chance here. Like you said, you go for this. You don't make it. Now you're down 8. Now you're in a pickle again. I got to
kind
have
of in
it
a pickle. Yeah.
And so it's like, I'm okay with overtime. I guess that's my point. Is I'm saying so, but I get the part to where the extra point is a little bit different because there's misses from the 15. It happens.
Yep.
The 2-point conversion you hit on this. I mean, it's in college. It's really hard.
Yeah, it's really hard
to convert. There's just
really
the
hard.
limit. The playbook is very limited at that point.
Everyone's playing there. I mean, they're you can't take the top. Hey, just run them off. There's no run anybody off.
It's very limited. That game a couple years ago between Penn State and Illinois highlighted it. Remember that when they just couldn't get
Went
in?
to 9 overtimes, right?
Yeah, and it was just clear there's just no play. They didn't have any plays left. There's just
2
nothing.
yards.
Yeah, there's nothing.
3 yards.
It's really hard to do. It's really hard to do.
But again, I think the thought was that, hey, the Lions are tough to beat at home. Let's try to get the 2-point conversion.
Try to get the 2.
We don't want to go to overtime.
Right. That's what
I would say. This 100 with me. I don't get too worked up about it. I'm like,
I don't either.
I'm like, hey, they're going to kick it, and they're not going for and they're not going for 2. Okay, they're going for 2. Sounds good. I don't get that either way. I'm not like going, what are we doing?
This is what you guys got to help me with. And this is a bugaboo for me. This is a huge bugaboo, and it has been for 2 years. The fade. Don't throw the damn fade. Don't throw it unless you. I mean, Evans is Evans, and you can maybe that makes sense, but it never works.
It's a hard play. They did have a good matchup. They won us because they ran the little skinny fade from the slot,
fade
skinny from the kind of the stack type of look, which was good. But I'm with you. I always prefer.
Are you on that?
I prefer schematic plays over talent plays, and talent plays are fades, slants, this that. Where it's just hey, 1-on-1, we're taking the matchup. We're going to throw it to him. It's you and him. The throws there. I like the other part of it. The part there's a lot of different things that go on the 2-point play. I love when you can't. The first thing that I would do in that section would be if you can't do that. If you can. I mean, my point is if you can't take the top off the coverage. I'm immediately going 5 wides and I'm going empty. I'm going to make him defend all 53 yards.
I'm with that.
I'm going to widen everything out. So so all of a sudden like that, they have a chance. We use the term stick routes or different routes that they can run.
Sticky route.
Or you can run it out of a bunch and do all kinds of different things.
Just shake a guy loose a little bit.
Anytime once the team goes to empty and you're all spread out, you're like, boy, there's a lot of options out there. There's a lot of options.
Instead, every time they throw the fade, I say the same thing. That's all you got. That's all you got.
That's your play.
That's it. You're just going to throw it up. Okay, great. Hope for the best. Nope.
The other thing that came up this week, and this goes back to the Bills-Chiefs game, where Bill mentioned yesterday on Bill's was about extending the ball. Don't extend the ball because in the situation of the Chiefs, the ball was fumbled at the 1-yard line. It went into the end zone for a touchback, and it goes back to the 20. Now, people are saying, is the rule good where the ball goes into the end zone, it goes back to the 20 for the defensive team? Is that a rule that needs to be addressed, or do you like the way that is? Because that's college, it's high school, that's NFL. They all do the same thing.
I'm fine with the rule.
What would be the alternative?
I don't know what I think. Maybe I don't know.
First of all, if like I said, if it's one of those where you fumble it out of bounds, and it's like, well, that means it just comes back to. It means it's still your ball. I'm like, no, I don't believe in that one.
Oh,
I don't.
What would you?
If you're doing, if somebody makes a play on the ball at that time, it's your job to secure it. 100% believe in
And if you fumbled out of bounds, you're saying that the defense should get the ball.
What's that? Absolutely.
Ooh, interesting.
And I don't want them getting the ball at the 1-inch line.
Yeah.
I want it going back out to the 20. So I'm fine with the rule. I think it'd be a bad rule change. Imagine the craziness there's going to be around the goal line if there's no repercussions for fumbling the ball. If there's no, if you fumble it, it's fine. You get the ball back. It doesn't matter. And if it goes out of bounds or out of the back of the end zone, you get the ball back. No. The defense did something.
Gets it.
It's something. Offense did something.
Defense ball at the 20.
Yeah, I'm sticking with it.
Changeover.
Right now, it people that are pushing on this is like, who is it? It's like the Chiefs fans or whoever fans like that. It's the offense. The defensive guys, the Bills shirt right now. Bills, would you guys want to change that rule? No, we love the rule. Love it. No. So I know I don't believe in that at all. I'd stick with the rule.
You like it at the 20.
I like the rule.
Fan of that also.
100.
Okay. Yeah. Jake has a different feeling. He's just afraid to say it.
No, I didn't.
I think you do.
I don't.
Jake, just say it.
I don't.
Jake,
push back. Does it have to be at the 20?
What would you suggest?
I'm open. I do believe I'm with you. It needs to go to the defense, even though the ball was technically, in the possession of the team, never recovered by the defense.
Change of possession.
I think that's proper. I think the defense should get the ball back. I could argue in the 20 or not in terms of that's too far.
Where would you go, though?
Where'd you go?
I don't know. I'm saying I think it's worth
10?
discussion. Yeah, sure. The 5 to 10. I don't know.
Okay. I mean, I'm open to the conversation.
Does it need to change that changes the game a ton by fumbling on that's 20 yards given to the other team and they get the ball. It's very significant.
Yeah, if you make an error down there, that's how it should be. Because right before
big punishment.
Well, kind of with Jake on this one. The 5 might make sense.
5 or 10 makes sense. 20 is a lot.
I give no, not when you make a play like that. Not when you extend the ball like he did. Should almost be a judgment call like that. Just announced like that.
50.
The ball goes to the 50. Exactly. It should be
47-yard line.
You're an
idiot. It's going to the 50.
The best part would be right away. What you do is real simple. You go to Andy Reid. Coach Reid, comment on that. What are your players instructed to do? Never extend the ball. That was a bad play by us. That's right. 50-yard line. Go to the 50. Or if it's something different like that. We never told him not to do that. Oh, you got to get the ball at the 5. Get the ball at the 5 or the 10.
It was interesting, your commentary yesterday, Bill, about not extending the ball. People do it all the time.
That's part of the problem.
It's amazing. You know what's amazing? When I see when people do it when they're on the goal line, like they'll just stick an arm out in the middle of the pile. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's pretty crazy.
All somebody has to do is reach up and hit the ball.
Yeah.
But you see it all the time.
You don't do it.
No, I'm with you.
You don't do it.
You see it all the time.
Yeah.
Like players.
I don't lose my mind. I know a I'm not going to say his name but a very prominent, a big time Hall of Fame NFL coach that would also say never extend it ever. It's kind of like, fourth down, and take a shot. If that had been a fourth down play, I wouldn't have lost my mind. The whole idea is that, and his thought was, well, if you start giving them options on when they can extend it, because if you watched before, boy, Travis Kelce could have easily tried to extend that ball, and he didn't.
Nope.
It was a second down play. He put the ball down. At worst, it was going to be 3rd and 1 inch.
Yeah,
that was the worst. The other one was going to be 2nd and 4 inches.
2nd and 4 inches.
You're going to score probably. Yeah. When we come back, we have a surprise. Surprise.
No, we don't.
Next on Early Break on the Ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill. Open for lunch and dinner at 10th and P or at 1501 Center Park Road.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently. The captain has a lot of stress in his life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relieved. The team at The Body Shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
It's Pro Time Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, is playing in the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match on January 24th against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Be a part of history and visit supernovas.com to secure your single match tickets today.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of freezing rain this morning, otherwise fog and freezing fog. Today we'll see a high around 34. Tonight, a chance of freezing rain, otherwise fog and freezing fog expected with a low around 31. And tomorrow, a chance of rain and more freezing rain, more fog too. We'll see a high around 35. Meteorologist Kyle Clark for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in criminal defense and personal injury law. Navigating the legal system can be stressful, overwhelming, and full of uncertainty. Liberty Law Group is here to do the heavy lifting for you. We believe in treating every client with respect and understanding. When you're in need of legal assistance, trust Liberty Law Group to fight for you. Call 877-42-LIBERTY. That's 877-42-LIBERTY.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Big box stores are tempting for buying equipment for your high schooler in sports or for yourself in your sports leisures. But buying new is awfully expensive. Why not go somewhere with new and used options? Play It Again Sports is quality, slightly to gently used equipment, and 50% of their inventory is actually new equipment. And it's more than baseball, softball, and golf. They also have equipment for disc golf, fitness, hockey, and more. Plus, they're always buying products. Bring your gear you're done with and get trade money on the spot. Play It Again Sports at 48th and Vine.
Make plans to stop by the Rock Creek Renegades Gun Show this Friday through Sunday at the Sandhills Global Event Center. The show will feature guns, ammo, and supplies for shooting enthusiasts. Admission is $8 per person with concessions available. Hours are 5 to 8 p.m. on Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday, and 9 to 3 on Sunday. Located in the Currency Pavilion. It's the Rock Creek Renegades Gun Show from January 26th to the 28th at the Sandhills Global Event Center at 84th and Havelock. Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
The captain, Vershawn Jackson.
Hillary Ola, the doctor, the Polynesian Bowl. He had a lot of throws. He made a couple nice throws. He threw outs. He threw a deep dig. He threw a slant that went to the house. There were so many different passes that we saw him, and he's got a little quick twitch. Is he fast? No. Quick twitch? Yes. It was good to see him moving around. Listen, he connected with, guess who?
Carter Nelson.
Thank you. We got a chance to see Carter twice. It was good for me to watch that because I think that's a precursor of what's
This.
Anybody who knows me knows I was cocky out of the womb.
Is Early Break with Sip and Jake, brought to you by Gaina Trucking. Weekday mornings from 6 to 8 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
You know, I teased before the break that we had a surprise, and we have a surprise guest that has brought some things for us, which, again, if you're not watching, I would encourage you to get to the video stream, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, Allo, Channel 961.
Twitch, for sure.
We are joined in studio by Jerome Ehrlich. You can find him on Twitter or Instagram at Oyster Art.
Oyster Art.
Oyster Art. So you get right there on the mic, Jerome. Good to see you, Jerome Ehrlich.
How are you?
Former teacher. Played Baseball at Wesleyan the same time you played football at Wesleyan, Bill.
Unbelievable player. Probably the top baseball player I've ever been around.
Well,
That's enough of that.
Second baseman?
I was a shortstop.
Shortstop.
Yep. Then I moved over to third.
Pegged
He's like a vacuum.
Yep.
Oh, the hot
Yep.
corner?
Hoover.
Went to the hot corner?
Yeah, I went to the hot corner.
Yeah.
I did.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That takes a man to stand at that ball. Goes, bang! Rip down there.
Now, Jerome sent me a DM last week. He was listening to this show when you mentioned King of Queens,
yes,
a scene, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to reach out to the show." Bing, because why did you reach out to us, Jerome? What have you provided for us today?
Okay, so the inspiration, I'm an artist, so
you're an artist,
but the inspiration for what I did was Sip, congratulations, a recent award.
Yeah, thank you. What's
correct?
this?
Sports journalist
award
of the year.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, I love listening to these guys, and when I paint early morning,
okay,
and it's Alexa, whatever music I'm feeling, but it's early morning, it's early break.
That's incredible. How about that?
So
early break with Sip and Jake.
So last week during early break, I'm listening to you guys and I'm painting you guys. So Sip, all you guys, I did this.
Wow! Oh, whoa! Look at that!
Oh my god!
A little bit lower here.
You painted that?
Look at that.
Look at that.
You painted that?
That's incredible.
That really is.
Look at that.
So I'm
at
assuming, Sip, this will probably go to you.
Okay.
I'll
take it.
By the way, congratulations.
Thank you, Jerome.
And
Yes.
That's incredible.
That's incredible.
Jerome.
were you guys for some reason, were all three of you, the trio, wearing DeKalb hats?
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
What was going on?
Yeah. Well, DeKalb's we're big representation for
That is
DeKalb.
awesome.
It all started when we had a trivia game on where is Northern Illinois. It was in DeKalb, and I said, "Sure, be nice to have some
Boom.
DeKalb hats here." And then we had over like 400 of them. It was all, and we love our DeKalb hats.
John, you remember
Sip.
that? I forgot about that.
Congratulations.
Jerome, thank
That's
you.
for Jerome.
You're welcome.
Jerome,
Thank
this
you.
will.
So how long does it take you to paint that? Is that a 1 day?
Well,
one
with the
morning?
proper amount of espresso, it's in the 3 to 4 hour range.
You did that 3 to 4 hours?
Well, that one took with 3 people. It took longer.
I'm serious.
So multiple people, single people, single painting. So anyway, so then I send Jake a message, and I'm like, "Okay, Jake, Sip's probably going to keep that one, so I don't want to leave you guys out." So I'm pretty sure the listeners are pretty aware of Jake's love of the dolphin.
If you don't,
right?
I don't know where you've been. Yeah.
I mean, I debated. I didn't know. I mean, I went old school.
Okay.
You got to go with this guy, right?
Look at that.
Oh my
wow.
God.
Marino.
Oh my
Look at
God.
that. Hall of Famer.
There you go.
Hall of Famer.
Hope you like it.
From the University
Are you
of Pittsburgh.
kidding me? Of course I like
From the
it.
University of Pittsburgh.
Look at that.
Yeah.
This is one of the best gifts we've ever gotten.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe
what I
one
want.
of the best gifts.
Yes,
Maybe
yes.
the
This
best
is going up
gift
in the
I've
house today.
Hand-
That's what I want to
Yeah.
hear.
Yeah, there.
So
God
then,
bless you.
Hand painted.
so Jake, help me out. Coach's team. Jake helped me out, and he threw out the Oilers.
Houston Oilers.
And so let's just talk about Houston Oilers. Who do you think of? Well, I'm thinking of Bum Phillips.
Absolutely.
Right? I'm thinking of course, Warren Moon.
Yeah.
Look at this.
But then
Look at
I
this.
went with this guy. Hope it's okay.
The Tyler Rose. The Tyler Rose.
Look at that.
Earl. That's incredible.
Do you like
Tyler
Earl?
Rose. Oh, yeah. Do I like Earl?
He just said
Yeah,
the Tyler Rose.
Yeah,
Tyler Rose.
that's where he's from. He's from Tyler, Texas.
Bet he is.
He's from Tyler, Texas.
That's incredible.
There you
Also,
go.
he has his own meats products right
That's
now.
for
He
you
has
guys.
Pass it down.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Jerome, this
Jerome,
is,
I wore my Houston Oiler
Jerome.
sweatshirt in the other day.
Did you?
Into the
Awesome.
field. Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well,
Thank you.
You guys enjoy. This is what I do.
you're an
Oyster or art.
Oyster. Yeah. Thank you for my mornings, early morning paint sessions.
You sit and paint while you listen to the show.
I actually stand now. I used to sit like this,
Is
but that position. So
Yeah.
now I stand with my easel and
Where's
Get
the
after it.
easel at? Are you in the basement or the garage? Where's
so
this set up?
downstairs, spare bedroom. I call it the lab.
The lab.
It's
Nice.
the lab.
Okay.
The lab. Yeah.
the lab, huh?
I'm going there after this.
No
See-
way.
So you
Retired.
gotta paint some more.
Yeah, I'm working on a piece today. So
This is
last night I
amazing.
painted. You guys like the movie Gangs of New York?
Yes.
So yesterday I painted Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yeah.
Bill the Butcher. Is that your
Yeah.
nick? That used to be your nickname? No.
The Butcher?
Bill the Butcher? No.
Bill the Butcher.
I like it though.
Just when he called
But
a bad
anyway,
play on
Yeah,
defense.
yeah,
So that's
Hey, you butchered that one. I got called that one.
Nice call, Bill.
Let's go.
I
Butchered
called
that
him
one.
Bill the Butcher a couple times.
Yeah, so I don't have a job, right, Sid?
That's awesome.
Right, Sid? That's why Bill's here with us. Not coaching anymore. It's Bill the Butcher.
I didn't say that.
Jerome, this is incredible. What
Thank you.
What a kind
God
gesture.
bless you.
I tell you one thing
You're
too.
welcome.
His radio and you're on TV also, Jerome. Your presence is this is just like having Tripp in here. It's almost like
He's
if
meant
one
to
of
be.
us leaves,
Oh,
he
this-
just brings Jerome in.
Did you notice what happened, Jake?
Yeah.
He was all, no, I'm not coming in to do it.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable. He took
Yeah.
over the
Show.
show.
Hey, man.
Tommy, but
Hey,
I mean,
I'm going to go get coffee
and he-
somewhere.
and he
Pay
did-
with cash.
Yes, pay with cash.
Pay with cash.
He did
right?
the fake. Do we put these on? What do I do? What are these called? Headsets?
And then he
Next
delivered
thing you know,
magic.
he's live. He's probably got his own studio.
Sounds like Howard Stern.
The lab.
All of a sudden, why is Paul Harvey in here with us?
The lab has no
Tyler Rose.
radio equipment. None.
Well, this will be hung up in my house for sure.
Awesome.
And thank you again.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
a
going up.
Again,
No, this is going up.
let's remember the inspiration why I did these three was because of the award that you won. What was the name? What is the name of the?
Help me,
I
Jake.
guess NSMA. He's the writer of the year.
Writer of the
Congratulations.
Sports Writer of the Year.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I love listening to you guys.
You know how hard it is?
God bless you.
There's like 40 sports writers. That's pretty
maybe
crazy.
more than
probably
that.
More,
Maybe
probably more than 40. Yeah, probably. What was eligible for that? 80?
I don't know.
Maybe 100. You never know.
But
and
these are
Sipple
incredible.
owned him.
These are incredible.
Thank you.
Yes.
I'm going home to work on a classic basketball player. I'm getting ready for a show at Union College. And so, yeah.
What kind of show?
They have a big basketball tournament at Union College for the weekend starting February 14th. And so a buddy of mine I used to teach with, he's the AD and the basketball coach over there, Drew Meckelberg.
Okay.
And he sent me a message and said, "Hey, we got this big tournament coming up. We have an art gallery that is sitting empty. Would you like to show during this 3-day event?" I'm like, absolutely. So I have a bunch of stuff in my inventory, but I've added some, Larry Bird, Michael Jordan, Rodman. And then I painted 2 former athletes of his there at Union College, some studs that went through. And so they'll be showing. So, I'll be there. And there might be a day where I'm in the gallery actually doing a live painting while the basketball tournament's going on.
Look at you. Okay, so what's your Twitter handle?
It's at oyster_art.
Okay. Oyster_art.
And
he is the oyster. He's a pearl.
Paintings by paintings by Pearl.
That's an easy one.
That's my nickname since high school.
At oyster_art.
Yeah, you got your signature on there.
Oh, I saw it.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm excited about that, and so
all right.
Awesome.
Well, this has been a treat.
And we'll see you here tomorrow on the show.
Yeah, be here at 5:55.
5:55, right when Sip gets here.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
All right,
awesome.
Drew. Thank you very
so
much. Appreciate that.
He knew what he's doing. What a pro. What a pro.
Let's play the game show.
Awesome.
Real quick. 464-5685. Call the takedown, Sip and Trivia. He's 1-0 on the week. Today's topic: quarterback transfer portal landing spots.
Oh God.
This year, this is tough. It's all happened the last month or so.
God.
Ooh.
God,
So
that's
we're
a good
not
topic.
going back in the day. We're going right now.
That's a good topic.
Good.
Where,
I like
where
it.
have the quarterbacks transferred to? 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Starts right now.
We've all been there. You're listening to the radio, and then that rage starts to grow inside of you. It starts to consume you. It gets to a point where you just want to yell, "Shut up, Sipple!" No, sorry. I'm sorry. Well, here's your chance. It's time to shut up, Sipple. Call now to play. 464-5685. Shut up, Sipple. Brought to you by Bagels and Joe.
All right, 464-5685. Call the takedown, Sip and Trivia. 1-0 on the week again. College football, quarterback, transfer portal. Where'd these guys go to? Recent stuff.
Okay.
We got James on the line. James, how do you feel about the quarterback transfer portal this year, where guys have gone to?
Probably okay.
He feels okay. You guys probably feel all right. We've been locked into this.
Yeah,
Pretty well. It's a tough
I think
thing.
we'll have a couple. There'll be some will be mad at layups, and this. Jake's going to go like 2 for 2, 2 easy ones and 2, and it'll make the hardest one for us.
It's not easy to track everybody.
No.
Well, we'll see how it goes for you. James, first question goes to you. Bill, a lifeline for Sip for one question as always. James, what team did Coastal Carolina quarterback Grayson McCall transfer to?
Got it. He sat out the game. Sat out the bowl game.
Syracuse.
Syracuse.
I have a guess.
Don't guess.
You don't have to
if
go.
you don't know, we don't have to go for it. Don't guess.
Hang on
We're
now,
trying to
hang
win.
on,
We're
hang
1-0.
Hang on now.
I have a guess too, but I'm only sketchy on it.
Okay, you can pass. I'm writing the answer down.
Let's pass.
Passing? What Bill
Don't
write
say
down?
South Carolina.
It was not. What did you
NC
say?
State.
It was NC State.
Oh.
You passed, though. You passed.
Well, it's okay.
You passed 0-0 time.
It happens, Bill.
Sip, first question.
Butchered that one.
Bill the Butcher.
Bill the Butcher.
Sip, first question.
Bill doesn't have a job, so he butchers stuff up. So he's sitting next to me.
Stop it.
College coach my ass.
Stop it.
What team did Duke quarterback Riley Leonard transfer to?
That's a layup.
That'd be Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
All right, 1-0
We
lead.
could be up 2-0 right now, too, so let me sing.
You express some degree of hesitancy.
Back to you, James, for the tie. What team did UCLA quarterback Dante Moore transfer to?
Ooh.
Oregon.
Did he really?
He did go to Oregon.
Wait a second. So he went the same place that Dylan Gabriel went?
That's correct. He did.
So they got 2 of them.
Mid-December. That was, mid-December.
It's all about the money.
Okay, I forgot. Okay, I got confused on that one. I was thinking about the 5-star that left. That left USC. I was going to.
No.
Not that one.
So Oregon got both those guys. That's money. That's what that is. That's money.
Sing it.
This is for the win. This is for the win.
Okay, lock in.
Bills in play. What team did Miami quarterback Tyler Van Dyke transfer to?
Badgers, Wisconsin.
Good job.
Good job. I didn't know that.
The Badgers is correct. We'll get James a bagel and a coffee.
Thank you, James.
He tried.
Will Van Dyke be their starter?
You sure would think so. Anytime you bring someone in, it's usually in that.
He's pretty good
in that mode.
My assumption there.
He threw a lot of picks at Miami, but he's a big hoss. He'll fit in there.
Okay, tiebreaker for Bill, and we get to break. Dylan Gabriel transferred to Oregon in addition to Dante Moore. How many passing yards did Dylan Gabriel have this past season at Oklahoma?
Okay.
3,942.
Oh, God, that's a good number, but I'm going to go lower, significantly lower, actually.
3,660 yards. He had 30 touchdowns, 6 picks on the season, and he's now going to Oregon with Dante Moore. So
fits
how about when you think about that? He had a really good year, right?
Yep.
He had a really good year. He had 30 touchdown passes. It's really good.
Yep.
Joe Burrow had 60.
That's amazing.
In the SEC. He had
60. He averaged 4 a game. He averaged 4 per game.
He had 60.
How many times did Nebraska get a quarterback with 4 touchdown passes a game ever? I mean,
Average
time.
60.
He averaged 4 per game.
Playing Georgia, Alabama.
God, I remember distinctly where I was during the national semifinals at a Nuggets game, and people kept texting me like, "Do you see what's going on with LSU and Oklahoma? They're just running it up."
63
49
to 7,
the first
right?
half.
Yeah,
49 the first
49. I think he threw 5. I think Justin Jefferson had like 5 touchdown catches in that game.
You had 49 at halftime?
They were stupid good.
At halftime. 0-0. Score 0-0. All we're thinking about is just get out of here. Don't want to get hurt.
When we come back, spill over on early break on the ticket.
You're listening to Early Break with Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Bill Busch on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Not many businesses can say they've made it 60 years, but Madsen's Bowling and Billiards can. With 12 bowling lanes and the biggest pool room in Nebraska, where else would you go to enjoy an afternoon or evening? There's a great daily specials like $2 Tuesdays, games of bowling, shoe rentals, draft beers, and tacos, all just $2 each. Have a delicious burger at EJ's Lounge before or after your bowling or pool session, and you'll leave satisfied. Madsen's Bowling and Billiards at 47th and Dudley.
Why are New Year's resolutions always about getting to the gym more or dieting? We fail ourselves before the first month of the year is already over. Why not resolve to eat better, tastier foods in 2024? Look no further than Fuhrer's cheese spread. Stop eating your apples, vegetables, crackers, and chips plain. Give them some flavor. Fuhrer's cheese spread awakens your taste buds. Now that's how you start a new year. Find your container of Fuhrer's cheese spread today at your local grocery store.
People always ask, what are Jake and Sip like when they're off the air? Well, the answer probably won't surprise you.
Hey, Jake, your Honda's looking a little dirty.
Says the guy whose license plate is barely visible.
I mean, do you even care about that thing anymore?
It gets a little uncomfortable. Now, that's when I jump in.
Hey, whoa. Mark, did you get a new car?
Nope, just took my car down to Nebraska Auto Detail. Joe and the staff made the outside and the inside look amazing. Maybe you guys need to go.
Okay, wise guy.
Settle down, Jake.
Book your appointment today at NebraskaAutoDetail.com.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round. And their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
Are you working in or looking to get into the electrical construction industry? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
It's Pro Time Nebraska. The Omaha Supernovas, your Major League Volleyball team, is playing in the first ever Pro Volleyball Federation match on January 24th against the Atlanta Vibe at the CHI Health Center. Be a part of history and visit supernovas.com to secure your single match tickets today.
Are you in the market for a new garage door or need to repair your old one? It's wintertime, and that means snow, wind, and freezing temperatures, all things that can cause sticky locks and damage to your garage door. If you're experiencing any issues with your commercial or residential garage door during the winter months, call Cameron Hall and his team at Doors Plus. Don't be trapped outside in the cold because of a poorly maintained garage door. Call Doors Plus today at 402-590-5800 or visit them online at doorsplusllc.com. Doors Plus, garage doors and more.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
If you're not going to Memorial Stadium for a home game and don't have any travel plans for away games, there's a great place in Omaha to catch the action, the Inner Rail Food Hall. There's plenty of space. The Backstretch Bar has amazing game specials on game days. $15 Blue Moon and Bud Light pitchers, $6 margaritas, and $6 Moscow Mules. And if you're hungry, take in some of their great options from their game day pizza specials. Do football game day right in the Inner Rail Food Hall in Exarban Village in Omaha.
Make plans to stop by the Rock Creek Renegades Gun Show this Friday through Sunday at the Sandhills Global Event Center. The show will feature guns, ammo, and supplies for shooting enthusiasts. Admission is $8 per person with concessions available. Hours are 5 to 8 p.m. on Friday, 9 to 5 on Saturday, and 9 to 3 on Sunday. Located in the Currency Pavilion. It's the Rock Creek Renegades Gun Show from January 26th to the 28th at the Sandhills Global Event Center at 84th and Havelock.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, a chance of freezing rain this morning. Otherwise, fog and freezing fog. Today we'll see a high around 34. Tonight, a chance of freezing rain. Otherwise, fog and freezing fog expected with a low around 31. And tomorrow, a chance of rain and more freezing rain, more fog too. We'll see a high around 35. Meteorologist Kyle Clucker for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Prashawn Jackson here for Bauer Underground, who has been serving local contractors and utility contractors all across the state since 1997. When you see the black and white trucks, you know the baddest dudes in the business have arrived. Bauer is currently looking for equipment operators, laborers, diesel mechanics, and aerial linemen. Join the brotherhood built on hard work, authentic people, and pedigree of success. Bauer, a family-friendly company who reminds you, go Big Red!
We're on the air.
Back
Well, party's starting early today, isn't it?
to more of Early Break with Sip and Jay. Brought to you by Gaina Trucking. On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is time for the spillover with Chris Raff, AD out today. By the way, the spillover.
Oh, he'll be here.
He'll
He's
be
just
here?
zooming in today.
He's zooming. Okay. The spillover sponsored by our friends at First Rate Ag in Holdridge, full service ag retailer offering everything from crop protection to lawn fertilizer. In business for 25 years. Reach out at firstrateag.com or call 308-995-8327. Ask for Parker or Chris and mention the ticket. The ticket. The ticket.
Yeah,
Bill
I can't
Busch.
do it. No, I'm not
Bill-
doing it. I'm
The
trying.
ticket.
Yeah, that's
Is that
good.
better? Is that better there?
All right, what's going on, Raph? What's on the show today?
Not too much.
You gotta. What are you
These
coming
are
hard with?
these are the dog days of sports.
No, that's summertime.
We're back in them again.
These are not lean.
Raph, don't say that. There's still NFL to talk about.
I know. Hanging on.
Title games this weekend. We got Nebraska basketball tonight at 6
tonight.
9
6 o'clock on Peacock.
On Peacock. If you're
Pretty
not
big
going
game.
to the game,
That subscription's starting to pay off for me. I've got a basketball game, another basketball game tonight. I watched Fast and the Furious 10. So I think
They play movies on Peacock?
they play everything.
Yeah.
I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
Wait a second.
You're
Wait,
gonna let.
hold on.
and I
Go ahead.
watched the new Ted series.
I watched it. I watched 2 episodes last night. Peacock is actually pretty good. I know this is going to take people off. I enjoy the Peacock app.
Okay.
I watch some 90s shows on there, sitcoms, King of Queens, Everybody Loves Raymond are on there.
That's on
The
there.
Office is on it.
Okay.
I think Parks and Rec is on it as well.
Say it again.
Peacock.
Say it again. I enjoy the Peacock app.
I enjoy The Peacock app.
That's a startling admission.
No,
it's really not, Jake. I understand.
That's the first step.
I had no
It's the first
idea.
step.
I had no idea.
It's the $5.99. It's like Jelly of the Month Club.
I had no idea that
continues paying off all throughout the year.
Two things that really startled me with this. I had no idea that they played anything but games on there, and I had no idea there were 10 Fast and Furiouses.
Yeah.
Is Fast and Furious 10?
Yeah, they're on, and that one was to be continued. So they got a new one coming out next year.
Oh, can't hardly wait. I will mark my calendar.
Things are getting wild.
You know, if you give it a chance, you might enjoy the app.
Oh, okay.
Just see.
Okay.
See what happened there? You went, okay. Oh, hang on. You changed your thought in about a millisecond.
Well, I thought you were going to say if you give it a chance, you'll enjoy Fast and Furious.
No, I said the app. I didn't say Fast and Furious.
Right, no.
The app, the
Right.
Peacock streaming service.
Okay, I'll yeah.
It's actually pretty solid beyond just watching a couple games here or there.
I
promise
just
you.
laugh. Technology is so crazy. I think back to when I was a little kid and the Broncos would play and they wouldn't be on TV. And you would just hope and pray that on Monday Night Football at halftime highlights, you'd get to see some Denver Bronco highlights. Then you fast forward it about 40 years. Now you can watch it in your hand, when you're, it's just crazy.
Isn't it?
If I watched TV while I was working, but I do not do that.
Ralph would never do that. He's
Yeah.
a proper man. He works
Proper.
hard when he's working.
Work hard, I grind.
Isn't it amazing? No, that game tonight at PBA is pretty significant. I mean, Nebraska can get over the hump and, over the 500 hump in the Big Ten. They need to win their home games. And so, in Ohio State is eminently beatable.
Yes, they are. They started off the season hot. They've cooled down.
They had a 3-game. Yeah, they had a 3-game losing skid.
Yeah.
It's a game Nebraska should win. Should win.
You can disagree with me all you want on this. I've never thought that under Chris Holtmann at Ohio State that they've ever been super scary. Like
I'm with you on
they've
that.
always seemed like a beatable team. That tends to be probably middle of the conference,
Yep.
occasionally the top, but they've never been a scary team.
I'm with you on that completely. Holtman's been pretty average by and large. And the guy before him was
Bad Mata.
Bad Mata. Good
Who's
job.
now is at
I'm going to say Butler.
He's in the big. Yeah, I think he's at Butler in the Big Ten.
I'm going to say Butler.
in the Big East.
I'm going to say Butler.
Butler.
Yeah, Mata had I thought Mata had a little bit scarier teams than. I'm surprised Holtmann has held on this long, actually.
Well, they've not been horrible.
No,
they've
they've
just
just
been
always
very
middle of the road.
average, and they don't do anything special at all. By the way, Pooh Bear on the text line regarding the Peacock app.
The Peacock.
He says, Jake, you had me at The Office, King of Queens, and Parks and Rec. I'm in.
Yeah.
Give it a shot. It's the
Selling
best way. It's the
subscriptions.
best way just to binge and not think about it, just having a good time.
We're getting a check in the mail here. Promoting Peacock.
Listen, I would take that check. I'd take it.
Tonight
Residuals.
At 6 p.m.
Yep.
Nebraska, Ohio State on Peacock. And will you be watching, Raph?
Yep, I will be.
Huskers.
Are you into it? Are you into the Husker basketball thing?
Yeah, I mean, the thing about it, I was just thinking about this a second ago. I mean, you take away the Creighton game, and I can't remember the other game, but in their losses, I mean, you look at it, you come out of it going, it was Nebraska that beat themselves.
Yeah. Well, no, wait a second.
What they've lost?
Hold
what?
on.
Have they lost what? 4 games this year?
Nebraska's lost 5 games.
14 and
14
5.
and 5.
Yeah.
So you could easily say 4 of the 5 games if Nebraska doesn't go on a 10-minute slump without scoring. If Nebraska's, that they've been. Other than the Creighton game, I think it's the
I'm
only.
going to say Wisconsin.
Oh, Wisconsin. Oh, yeah,
Wisconsin was
yeah.
a beatdown the whole time.
But Wisconsin was crazy because they were just on fire
Made
that
everything.
day. I think you give Nebraska another shot at them, they have a good chance.
Yeah, Minnesota again could have beat them, of course,
Yeah.
and then the other 2 games they lost. Also, Big Ten games they should have won those games that they lost. But Rutgers and Iowa, I'm going to say I'm okay with that because they just came off the big win. But Rutgers, I can't forgive that. 12-point lead in both halves and lost because of, as you said, long sustained droughts.
No
which is
6
the
to
Nebraska
10-minute
way.
slumps in scoring tonight.
They are.
Keep on scoring
No,
consistently.
they're different at home. I mean, a lot of teams are. What I keep saying, Raph, is I want this Nebraska basketball team to surprise us. Don't just be a good team at home, then okay on the road, and you lose games that you shouldn't lose on the road. Surprise us. I mean, go win a couple key road games. It's surprising.
That's
Just
what I keep on
surprise
saying.
me.
Just hold court at home. Keep on winning at home. Pick off a few games on the road.
Surprise us.
Get to the Big Ten tournament. Get a day or 2 bye. Pick off a game or 2 there. Then you're in the tournament.
Now, I know this, we look at billetology, but I looked at some bracketologies yesterday in terms of a couple at CBS Sports, ESPN, Sporting News. They all have Nebraska in right now.
Is that right?
Anywhere from a 10 to 11 seed at this point.
Okay.
So I think
take that.
Jerry Palm of CBS Sports had Nebraska as a 10 seed playing like FAU, a 7 seed.
Okay.
And then somebody else had Nebraska playing FAU also, but as an 11 seed and a 6 seed.
I think Nebraska would be dangerous in that scenario.
I agree.
They're dangerous.
And it's so much fun when they're in the tournament. Just you
Which
have
never
all
happens.
that. You have all that excitement of the tournament every year. But then when you had Nebraska, I remember when they were back when, forgetting who
2014.
Who was the guard? Yeah, yeah, 2014.
Petaway and then
Petaway,
Gallegos, and
but
Pittsburgh.
You just think about like even downtown here, just how all the businesses that day. I remember that it was kind of a madhouse. It was almost like a game day because everybody had the tournament. Plus, you had Nebraska that they played a day game, if I recall. So.
Well, when Nebraska, Nebraska played at 11:30 in the morning against Baylor. You were in San Antonio for that.
Yeah, I was
You were there.
I went to the game, covered the game, remember it distinctly. Because in the Spurs is where the Spurs played. But Ralph, I'm with you. Here's the thing though. Am I getting the vibe here that it's sort of expected that they go to the tournament this year? They're projected to go. I think what we're saying suggests that I expect it. I was going to say, I'll be surprised if they don't make it. I'll be surprised.
They've got some good resume boosters, and we mentioned that their non-con is not helping them out a ton with the way they're playing. But Purdue, Michigan State, those are big wins.
Yep.
Kansas State is a big non-conference win on the road, which will help out. That team's right now seen as a tournament team also. So that's a huge win Nebraska had the same day that the volleyball team got swept by Texas. I was in Miami for that one.
Yeah, that's right.
It was a great time.
Yeah.
That's it for us. The Drive with Raph and AD is next for Steve Sipple and Bill Busch. I am Jake Sorensen. See you.
Liberty Law Group is committed to the defense of liberty for those accused and the pursuit of justice for those injured. Liberty Law Group's relentless trial attorneys specialize in